102.7 WICY North Country Game of the Week. Driven by Drex Subs, Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, Nanette's Rise and Shine, and Pete's Jewelers. And Pete's Jewelers. Your home for the North Country High School Game of the Week is 102.7 WICY.
Good Saturday afternoon, everybody, and welcome in to the Crow's Nest here at Massena High School. DJ Cannon, Zach Mayer, and we are on top of the world. We're on top of the press box, more specifically, and we are here for the Hall of Fame game with the Massena Red Raiders hosting the Ogdensburg Blue Devils. Ogdensburg coming in 3-1, Massena coming in 4-0. This one should be a battle, and we may be without a scoreboard, so they're working on that currently. It's going to be a fun Saturday.
Absolutely, and without a scoreboard, hopefully without a shower. It said it was going to rain today, about a 30% chance. Looks like things are going to hold off. The weather is beautiful for a day of football, Zach.
I thought you were mentioning the fact that I didn't shower today.
Well, I was, but I'm glad you caught on to it.
Yeah, very gloomy, dark, beautiful fall day. It's the type of day that football is meant to be played on. Like I said, Massena coming in 4-0. Last week, they took Franklin Academy to the woodshed, 63-20 back in Malone. The Massena Red Raiders built a 35-20 halftime lead. It did not let Franklin Academy Huskies score in the second half. Josh Cameron led the Raiders on the ground with 278 yards on 25 carries. Cedric Maurer, the athletic quarterback, added 183 yards through the air, 12 for 18 passing and a pair of touchdown passes. Maurer will be one of the key cogs in Massena's offensive attack. They've got a few weapons to watch out for with Cameron, Maurer, and Michael Gardner, also a tough running back as well. We'll hear a lot about them throughout the day. Ogdensburg lost a battle last week, so they've got to come back from a 4-point loss to Governor. They lost 35-31. We'll see how the Blue Devils stack up here against the Red Raiders on their Hall of Fame game. Joe Dalton passed for 113 yards last week. Anthony Pope had 6 catches for 69 yards. And Avery Love, the senior running back, had 95 yards on 11 carries and a 75-yard kickoff return. So both teams, some offensive weapons. I think defense is going to play some havoc on both these teams today. It's going to be fun to see how this all plays out. They're about to do the coin toss. We'll take a timeout and be back here on the home for the North Country's greatest sports in about 2 minutes.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh-baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh-baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Welcome back to Massena Central High School, downtown Massena, New York. TJ Cannon, Zach Mayer. And we are still in the pregame show. I want to thank our sponsors real quick. Drex Subs, Cornerstone Services, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, the Nets, Rise and Shine, and Pete's Jewelers for making these broadcast spots, well, this one should be a dandy. It looks like Ogdensburg won the toss, so they deferred to the second half. So Massena will have the ball first. They'll be going from west to east here on this freshly mowed artificial turf field. Like you said earlier, 61 degrees and cloudy, a light breeze that you'll be able to hear through our microphone throughout the broadcast. No scoreboard. So
when we get it wrong, no one will know.
No one will know, indeed. That's the great thing about radio.
Yeah, big thanks to all those I see in the crowd holding their radio. Hey, how's it going? Holding their radio headsets up to their head, listening to us while they watch the game. We really appreciate that.
Well, we're one of 3 radios broadcasting here, so
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, I'm hoping it does.
They've got to be listening to us.
So we're a few moments away from kickoff. 3-1 Ogdensburg Blue Devils and the 4-0 Massena Red Raiders. Last night, Potsdam took care of Franklin Academy. We had the call right here on 102.7. Won 32-6. Potsdam now 3-2, and Franklin Academy now 1-4. That means the B playoff game will be in Potsdam here in a couple of weeks, and we'll have that one right here on WICY. Indeed, Governor moved to 5-0 with a 55-14 win over Tupper Lake. Tupper Lake now 0-5. The other game going on today, St. Lawrence Central 1-3 at Kenton 1-3. So that one should be a good matchup as well. Last year, Ogdensburg meet Massena at Ogdensburg 35-8. So a little redemption here today. If you're a Red Raider fan, you're looking for that this afternoon. We're going to take one more time out and cover up the national anthem. We'll be back for kickoff here in Massena on 102.7 WICY.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Welcome back to Massena High School. DJ Cannon, Zach Mayer. We're about ready for kickoff. Nice national anthem by the Massena Marching Band, who are not marching today. They're actually in the bleachers. But as are we. We're on top of the press box here, and Massena will get the ball first as Ogdensburg won the toss, and they will kick from the 40 going west towards the scoreboard that doesn't work currently. We're working on it. Good crowd on hand for Massena's Hall of Fame game. We'll have to keep in tune with the officials. I guess they'll be keeping the clock on the field. Right. No. Most of the time, how much time is left? But we'll keep you up to date as best we can. It'll be a fun guessing game. Brandon Stewart, the senior, will do the kicking for the Blue Devils. Back deep for the Red Raiders. Number 9, Montana Pierce. And number 33, Josh Cameron. They're back at the goal line. Stewart's kick. Little looper caught about the 10. There by Pierce. Pierce across 15 to the 20. Cuts back up to the middle. It's kind of seen. One man to beat. Shoves him off. Got a couple of blockers following him upfield. Loses the ball at midfield. Almost turned it over on the opening kickoff, but I think it was recovered by the Red Raiders. And first break of the afternoon goes Massena's way, so they'll have the ball in plus territory starting on the Ogdensburg 48-yard line. Nice recovery there. A great run. Shed a few defenders, but almost an embarrassing turn of events there, but good end result. Yeah, that almost had another possession to the Blue Devils here early. They'll have the ball at the Ogdensburg 48. Maurer in the pistol with Josh Cameron behind him. Receiver in a slot to the far side, receiver to the near side. He'll hand off to Cameron up the middle, breaks one tackle up the middle, gets about 3, maybe 4 yards on the first down carry. Good tackle up the middle right there by Matt Rector, the junior defensive lineman. It'll be second down and a long 5 from the 44-yard line. Slot and receiver to each side. Maurer in the pistol with Cameron right behind him. Now with a snap, good snap, back to pass. Now rolls to his right, throws out in the flats. He's got a man, good catch and a completion. A nice hit there by Dallas Ashley, the linebacker. Completed there to Michael Brown in the flats. It'll be third down and a long 2 at the 40. Nice little hit squeezed in there by Ashley, just to show him what's up. Just underway here in Massena, the Hall of Fame game. DJ Cannon, Zach Mayer, third down and a long 2 from the 40. 2 backs in the backfield with Maurer in the gun. Receiver in a slot to the near side. He'll hand off to Cameron. The second back through. Cuts outside. First down and more up to the 30. Tries to cut back inside, and he'll he hosts the Blue Devils there at the 30-yard line. So first down gain on the third down carry by Josh Cameron. Still blocker down the field there. A little bit of a stalemate on the block. Not making any progress. Tries to loop back around and just gets put down there. Nice run on the outside, though. Massena taking that full advantage of the good starting field position and 18 yards on the drive so far. It'll be first down and 10 from the Blue Devil 30. Far hash. Maurer in the gun. Cameron to his right. Receiver in a slot near side. Receiver on the numbers far side. He'll hand off to Cameron on the counter near side. He'll go up the middle for about 2, maybe 1. They'll knock him down at the 29-yard line.
Followed up there. Good defense.
Bradley Keeler, the junior, with a tackle from his deep tackle spot. Second down, long 9 from the 29-yard line. About a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes underway. No scoreboard here at Massena this afternoon. They'll spread things out. A receiver in a slot to each side. Cameron in the backfield to Mauer's right. Quick throw out to the flat. Near side to Matt Bresser. Bresser trying to break tackles. Drags a Blue Devil. That was Jared Barr with him down to the 20. That's going to be close to another first down. In on the spot. We may have another first down. They've got third down marks. It'll be third down less than a yard from the just outside the Blue Devil 20. No score here in Massena, first quarter.
Third and inches. With the ball resting on the 20-yard line.
Massena on a nice little drive here to start the ball game. They'll go with 2 backs in the backfield. Fullback, Michael Gardner. Tailback is Cameron. Bauer, under center. Second man through. That's Cameron. Cameron with a good 2-yard carry. Plenty enough for the first down.
It's the first down for the Red Raiders.
The first down and 10 in the red zone for the first time this afternoon are the Red Raiders. Red Raiders in their home-bred jerseys, white numbers, white pants, white helmets. Ogdensburg in their road all whites and the white helmet with the Blue Devil logo on top. Mauer in the gun, pistol with Cameron behind him. Cameron made it left a little early, didn't get caught. Mauer now rolls to his right. Out on the numbers now, looking for anybody. Throws to the end zone. He's got a man and almost intercepted. Avery Love, good defense right there. And Brown turned from receiver to defender. Yeah, he had to knock the ball out of Avery Love's hand in the end zone. Otherwise, that would have been an interception and a touchback.
Just able to reach around with enough avoidance of contact to avoid a flag there. Smart play.
Second down and 10 from the 18. Mauer and the Red Raiders now up to the line. Tight end and a receiver near side. Mauer in the gun with a slot and receiver to the far side. Mauer takes the handoff, hands it off to Cameron. Cameron up across the 15, down to there to 14. It's been a good load of Josh Cameron here in this first drive. He's carried the ball about 4 or 5 times here on this first drive, and
showing off his strong game on the ground outside, and not afraid to go up the middle either.
Cena's definitely got enough offensive weapons to hold up against these Blue Devils. FA held Mauer in check last week, but everyone else took over and got the win. Back to pass on third down and long. Mauer across the middle, a bullet and through the hands of Nate Bresser. A deep slant there across the middle, and Bresser has to go in and out of his hands. It's going to be fourth down and about 7 from the 15-yard line. I think they're sending in Merritt Taraska, the junior kicker, to set up. It's going to be a 32-yard field goal attempt here from the near hash. Wind swirling a little bit. I don't think it's going to be enough to affect the kick. We'll see how it plays out. Fourth down and long. 32-yard attempt coming up. Good sat, good hold. Kick high in the air. I think it's going to be a little short.
There's too much under it.
That'll land in the end zone. And a decent drive, 5 plays, and about 22 yards on the drive. End in a turnover on downs after the missed field goal.
Surprised to see they used a T there on the field goal. Is that common in high school?
That was the block. They had the block on the field that they just set the ball on top of. Gives a little height that you can get under, but sometimes you get a little too far under it.
Yeah,
right there, like
when
Nebraska did.
When I tee my ball up too high on the golf course and I'm driving,
exactly
up the same way.
Exactly. So Ogdensburg with the first possession here from their own 20. Joey Dalton in the gun. He'll hand off the tailback. Nope, he'll keep it on the read option. Late pull by him. Yeah, Jared Barr thought he had the ball in his hip.
Good thought, better patience by the Massena line.
A good read, indeed. The defensive line, defensive end in particular, who was the read guy on that play, was already in the backfield, beating up with Barr. Second down and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Dalton. Dalton in the pistol with a fullback to his right. He'll hand off the tailback this time. That's Barr. Barr up the middle. Drag a tacklers all out. Ball loose. Nice strip play by Massena. I think that was Montana Pierce on the tackle with the strip, and that ball flew out of there like a parking ticket as you're leaving the scene of the crime.
Straight up in the air. Devin Gauthier with the recovery there for 42 for Massena.
So Massena with another chance here. They're going to be another good spot of field position. They'll start this drive from their own 34-yard line.
That's a nice break.
We got a flag. Not sure if that's a delay of game. There is no play clock. No, we're going to have a false start. So they'll back things up for Massena.
If we're a delay of game, we'd have no idea.
Nope. We went from starting at the 34 back to the 39, still in the plus territory here on the second drive of the afternoon. We're still in the first quarter. Time unknown. Massena now with a receiver in slot to the deep side. Now in the gun with Cameron to his right. On the run now is Michael Brown. He's going to get tripped up in the backfield on the end around.
Beautiful stop. Gets in front of him. Leaves him with nowhere to go in the backfield there.
Good read by the Ogdensburg defense. They saw Brown in motion. Massena went with the end around and got Brown for a loss. He'll lose about 3 on the carry. It'll be second down and 17 from the 42-yard line. Now in the pistol. Receiver in the tight end near side. Receiver in the slot on the far side. Bauer back in the gun. Steps up, straight back. He's got a man downfield. And if he made the catch, that was a terrific catch. And wow. They're going to give offensive possession to that. Michael Gardner out in the flats. Went up between two Ogdensburg Blue Devils and made a tremendous catch. Nice athletic play right there by Michael Gardner.
Jordan Fennessy got 2 hands on that for about 10 seconds there and just didn't come out with it. Could have gone either way.
25, 26-yard pass play. It's going to be first down and 10 from the the Ogdensburg 16. Massena driving once again. Bauer in the gun. Receivers and a slot and a tight end to the top end. Cameron in the backfield. Pass protection. Bauer rolls to his right. Steps up. Throwing the flats. Overshot. Brown. So that was Bressard. Overshot Bressard by a few yards. It'll be second down and 10.
So now we're having some trouble getting his feet set in the drop back there. Needs to coordinate a little bit better with the routes his receivers are running.
Probably about a third of the way through the first quarter, and most of it has been played on the eastern end of the field in Ogdensburg territory. Second down long. Maurer in the gun. Cameron right behind him in the pistol. Tight end, a slot, and a receiver to the near side. He'll hand off to Cameron up the middle. Nope, he'll keep it on the option. Across the 10, trying to bounce it outside, down inside the 5, runs over a man, and Cedric Maurer in for the 16-yard touchdown run. Cedric Maurer lowering the boom at the goal line and won that battle.
Mows down Avery Love. What a great move. Absolutely no fear. Crosses his arms, lowers his helmet a little bit. Straight on. No shoulders, nothing. Beautiful play there.
The 3-play, 34-yard drive. First play the first points of the ballgame, 6-0 our score, PAT pending. As Merritt Taraska, we get another chance.
Took a few reps after that last one on the sideline.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is true.
And it's good.
First quarter here in Massena. The Massena Red Raiders lead 7-0 here at the Hall of Fame game. We'll be back in minutes here on 102.7 WICY.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh-baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Welcome back to Massena High School. Full swift kick down the middle, and Ogdensburg had to fall on it before the Red Raiders showed up, scoop up a loose ball. It'll be a decent field position for the Ogdensburg Blue Devils, starting their second drive of the afternoon. They'll start on their own 34-yard line.
On the 34-yard line.
The first down and 10 from their own 34, Ogdensburg, and their second offensive drive of the afternoon. First one ended in a turnover deep in their own possession. Cedric Maurer, a 16-yard carry. Right before the break for the first points of the afternoon, 7-0 Red Raiders. Dive play right up the middle. Jared Barr, good carry right there. He's up across the 40.
Ogdensburg runs a quick offense, what we've seen so far.
Both teams have been known to speed things up this year. Depending on the pace of the game, we may see a little more of that this afternoon. Great crowd on end here in Massena. The Massena side has pulled the Ogdensburg about 90% full. There's cars on the road not willing to pay. Pistol. Ogdensburg hands off to Barr. Barr up the middle. He's got a couple of blockers across midfield. He cuts back inside, now back outside across the 40. And he'll be brought down in Massena territory near the 38-yard line. Good carry right there. 21 yards by Jared Barr. And for the first time this afternoon, Ogdensburg is in Massena territory.
First and 10 for OFA.
Blue Devils coming off that tough loss last week. We'll see how they bounce back here today. Down 7-0. Putting together a little drive. Good drive right here. They'll send the receiver to the far side. The receiver sliding to the near side. In the pistol, Dalton hands off second man through. That's Barr. Barr, 3 straight carries, 3 positive gains. He'll go across the 35 down inside the 34.
Think about the difference in the styles of the two quarterbacks so far. The way that Ogdensburg gets a play off before anybody can think about it, whereas Maurer on Massena really takes his time and lets the play develop.
Yeah, Maurer a little more athletic as Joey Dalton is more of a game manager, but both of them are very good quarterbacks. They'll come out of the huddle now with the receiver in the slot, splits each side. Barr to his left. He'll fake the handoff. Now Dalton on the option runs it up the field. He'll get it up for the first down. Nice carry right there. Joey Dalton says, you're not going to call me an athlete. I'm going to gain about 7 yards. Another first down for the Blue Devils.
Game manager, Mike Fish.
That'll set things up just inside the 26 on the far hash. Still first quarter here in Massena. No scoreboard. Not sure. We didn't really get a good answer on why it wasn't working, but we'll make do. Trips to the near side, receiver to the far side. Dalton in the gun. He'll hand off to Barr this time off right tackle, or left tackle, excuse me. He'll gain about 4 yards.
Nice little spin move there.
A little carry right there by Jared Barr, who is definitely one of the workhorses for the Blue Devil offense. Second down and about 6 from the 21. Blue Devils put a pretty good drive right here together on their second possession of the afternoon. Trips to the near side, receiver to the far side. Barr to the left in the gun. On the read. Dalton bounces outside. Gives one stiff arm, and he'll be run out of bounds, but not before he gets another first down.
Chipping away at it, Ogdensburg here in their first red zone appearance of the game.
Blue Devils in the red zone. First down and 10 at the 14-yard line. First quarter here in Massena. Massena leads 7-0 in their Hall of Fame game. Ogdensburg on the drive, hand off to Barr. Barr bounces outside, and he will score. 19-yard touchdown run by Jared Barr, and a PAT away from tying this thing back up. Very nice drive right there by OFA. Started on their own 34-yard line, went 64 yards on 7 plays. And Jared Barr on a 19-yard carry. PAT pending. Stewart, the kicker, out. Avery Love, senior running back, will hold. High snap, they'll get it down, kick up. Kick is good. First quarter here in Massena. We are knotted up at 7. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on 102.7 WICY.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Broadcasting from the Star of the North since 1946. This is 1490 AM, 102.7 WICY. Malone, a Mart's communication station. The greatest hits are always on. 102.7
Welcome back to Massena. Ogdensburg kickoff goes almost into the end zone, scooped up there at the goal line by Josh Cameron. Maybe a little ill-advised. He brings it out from just inside the 1, and he'll get hampered down at about the 16. So Massena starting in their worst field position so far this afternoon at their own 16. Receiver in a tight to the near side, receiver in a slot to the far side. Bauer in the gun. Cameron right behind him. He'll take the handoff up the middle, cuts back inside, and he gets maybe a yard. No, he wanted to get back to the line of scrimmage. And on the spot. So good defensive stop there by the interior defensive line. Zach Bogardus. And number 77 in there, Connor Jordan, senior defensive lineman. Second down and 11 from the 15. Same situation, receiver in the slot, or receiver in the tight end of the near side. Bauer gets the handoff, back to pass on the fake handoff out in the flats. He's got a man. Bresser was wide open, and Bauer overshot him a touch one more time.
I think rather than still running there, I think the tight end kind of slowed down, anticipating the pass at a standstill. Bauer saw him as he was kept going there, and a little miscommunication. Keep an eye on him a little bit longer there, Bauer.
Third down long, and pretty big play here early on in this one as Massena's pinned back deep. If Ogdensburg can force a punt here, they're going to have good field position for their third offensive possession. They'll spread things out, 2 receivers to each side. Bauer in the gun. Back to pass. Steps back. Now throws out the flats. Nice pass and catch to Brown as Brown had to reach behind his helmet to make the catch. And it's going to be close to a first down.
They'll move the chains.
Just enough for a first down. So good pitch and catch from Mauer to Brown. And a nice catch by Brown there as that ball wasn't on target, but Brown made an athletic play. Stop there right at the line to gain for first down. So it'll be first down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Now in the pistol. Back to pass. Down the flats again. Got Bresser. Bresser this time handles it easy across the 40 down to the 45 and knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So another nice pitch and catch.
Nice call by the coach of Massena to not shy away from that play after the first incompletion. He saw a hole in the defense and kept going with it.
First down and 10, the Red Raiders from almost midfield. Receiver slot and a tight end near side. Mauer will roll to his left. Right-handed throwing quarterback. Steps up, throws out the flats, overshot his receiver. And Michael Brown almost made a tremendous one-handed catch. And falls incomplete.
Hooligans cutting these balloons loose over here.
Yeah, balloons flying everywhere.
Polluting the environment.
Second down and long from the 47-yard line. DJ Cannon, Zach Mayer, Nick on the board. North Country Game of the Week here on a dark, gloomy, beautiful fall afternoon here in the North Country. 7 all our score. Massena on a drive. Receiver in a slot to each side, tight into the near. Pistol formation. Maurer back to pass. Cameron steps up for protection. Maurer now rolls right, now looks inside, going to run. Takes up off across midfield, loses the ball. We've got a fumble. Who comes up with it? Ogdensburg had a chance to come up with it. And I think Maurer may have got it back somehow, or unless it rolled out of bounds.
2 yards.
Yeah, that was
lucky for a 2-yard game.
Lucky break for Massena right there. It'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 49.
Maurer is the one in the last offensive possession giving the hard hit. This time he receives one and loses the ball.
Sometimes when you're a running quarterback, you always think pass, and you forget to tuck that ball in late, and it sometimes gets knocked out. Luckily for Maurer, he got back on top of it. 3rd down and 8. Receiving a slot each side. Maurer in the gun. 3-step drop, looking in the flats. Now a roll right. Weighing his options. He'll throw downfield a bullet. He's got a man. That's caught by Michael Gardner. Gardner got 2 Blue Devils on him. Breaks free. Now he's down inside to the 15. Wow. Michael Gardner with a nice catch. And yards after the catch, he has about 6 or 7 more of that after he breaks out of 2 Blue Devils and took another one to get him down. So Massena, this hasn't been their most efficient offensive drive today, but they've come up with big plays when they need them.
Yeah, I got to say, they're a beautiful job by the Massena offensive line, putting 2 defenders on their butts, buying Maurer tons of time there to look downfield.
Receiver in a slot east side, tight end near side. Maurer back to pass one more time. 1st and 10 from 13. He'll now roll right. Got a man on his hip. Steps up, and he'll get leveled. Knocked out of bounds.
Maurer is forced out of bounds by number 65.
One of those on the borderline of a late hit, but obviously not. If he's that close to the line, probably had 1 foot in still at the time.
65 on the field for Ogdensburg, not on our roster. So I'd love to give him some props. I don't know his name. But good job by him on the pursuit. And knocked Maurer out of bounds. A loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14 from the 17-yard line. Receiver slot, tight end near side. Receiver the far side. Maurer the pistol with Cameron right behind him. Steps up. Nice pass blocking by Josh Cameron. Maurer trying to roll around now, make some more room for him. He'll throw off his back foot in the end zone. He had Gardner stepping up defensively. Jared Barr with a nice play. His DB spot.
Great job by number 27, Dallas Ashley on Ogdensburg, putting a tremendous amount of pressure on Maurer there. Coming in like the Tasmanian Devil. He's 3 blocks away, still chasing him down.
Josh Cameron, the running back in the backfield, did all he could to keep him out of Maurer's face. Maurer had to roll left when he's a right-handed throwing quarterback. And probably didn't get the accurate throw he wanted.
Maurer has a great arm. He's just not too good when he doesn't set his feet.
3rd down and long. Receiving a slot to each side. Maurer on the pistol with Cameron for protection right behind. Snap. Maurer, quick throw. Out in the flats to Brown. Brown makes one man miss, and he's driving the tackler down inside the 10. As Antonio Pope finishes off Brown. So this is going to be 4th down and manageable. Looks like they're going to send out Nebraska for another field goal attempt.
4th and 7.
It's 4th and 7, despite what the announcers.
Hitting for the field goal attempt.
We'll love an update from the announcers on the time of the game.
So 26-yard field goal attempt here by Nebraska, who missed a 32-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold. This kick on the money. So a 26-yard field goal. 10-7 now. Massena goes back up by 3. We'll be back in 2 minutes right here on 102.7 WICY.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Seen a kickoff, flips down the field, scooped up by number 28, Kevin Jeanette. Jeanette runs it right back up the middle. And decent field position here starting this drive for OFA. They'll be at their own 39-yard line. The last drive went 75 yards on 10 plays. And Mayor Tarasca kicks a 26-yard field goal. Massena now leads 10-7 here. Just over halfway through the first quarter. Still no scoreboard. But we do have a score. We do have a score. So that's all really that matters at this point. Ogdensburg is going to send the receiver in a slot to the far side, receiver near side on the numbers. As Dalton is in the gun, two backs, he'll hand off to the first one through, and that is Barr. Barr about almost 6-yard carry, maybe 5.5. It'll be starting a little shorter than I thought. It'll be a 4-yard carry, so second down and 6 from the 43.
4 yards, second and 6 for OFA.
Ogdensburg's going to slow the pace down a little bit, go into the huddle. Dalton now comes out. Receiver and a receiver to each side and a tight end, double tight. Second back through, that's Love. Love up the middle. Love had a pretty good game last week. In the loss to Governor, had almost 100 yards on 11 carries, and Love is slow to get up.
Took
a helmet off, grabbing his chest.
I think he got popped in the stomach, knocked out of breath. So official timeout. We'll keep it here. 10-7 our score. The Massena Red Raiders lead here at home on the Hall of Fame game. They'll induct their Hall of Fame new members coming up at halftime, which I'd like to tell you how long that's going to be, but we still have no working scoreboard. We do know it's 10-7. Now, both teams have put together some decent offensive drives and had made some miscues. Last drive, Massena really didn't look as efficiently offensively as they have in the past couple of drives, but they made the big plays when they needed them.
Right, like you said, strung a few together there.
And Ogdensburg, it's kind of a bend but don't break defense. They've held Massena here to 2 field goal attempts, and they just connected on that last one. So 10-7 our score. Give you a little update how we got here. Cedric Maurer on the the second drive of the ball game takes it all the way down. He gets a 16-yard run. PAT good. Massena led 7-0 at that point. And then Jared Barr comes in with a 19-yard run. A few drives later, PAT good ties things up at 7. And then the last drive by Massena, 26-yard field goal by Merrick Tarasca, makes things 10-7. So we got
number 2,
Avery Love slow to get up, but he's on his own feet. So I think we're had the breath knocked out of him, so I think we're in a good situation here. Maybe hopefully we'll see him back in a little later. So official timeouts. And was that the end of the quarter? I'm not sure.
No one really knows here. We're right here with the audience in the stands here. Like you said,
Yeah.
Good crowd today. Full stands just about. Definitely full on the Massena side.
I think we are starting the second quarter. I think they flipped it in.
Okay.
So that's it. First 12 minutes in the books. 10-7 our score. As we'll be flying on the seat of our pants all day long.
More fun this way.
Anyone that is familiar with our broadcast know that it's nothing new.
Nope.
So
this is our first outdoor broadcast together.
yeah, this is it's a great day for it. I'm glad the rain held off.
Yeah.
We got a little wind, but it's fine. And long as the rain holds off and we don't get electrocuted by the wet equipment, we'll be good.
That's right.
So start of the second quarter, they'll flip the field, and Ogdensburg will come out. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
This is the beginning of the second quarter.
From their own 47-yard line.
And 2 for the Blue Devils.
So they'll be going away from the non-working scoreboard towards the east end of the field. Great crowd on in here at Massena, Hall of Fame game.
Come on by, but you have to sit with Ogdensburg.
Yeah, there's still some seats available. People across the way got the right idea. They're just parked in their cars hanging out. First play of the second quarter, a little miscommunication in the backfield. Joey Dalton and Jared Barr could get the handoff together, but I think Joey Dalton fell far enough forward for the first down, depending on the spot. And they're going to give it to him. So good play by the senior quarterback, Dalton, not to panic on the miscommunication in the backfield. Just kept it, tucked it away, and fell enough forward for the first down. So Ogdensburg, first down and 10, right at the Big Red M here in Massena. 10-7 our score. Massena leads by 3 after 1 minute of 1 quarter of play. Blue Devils break the huddle. Receiver and slot to each side. Dalton in the gun. The pistol hit. Hands off to Barr. Barr with a full head of steam. Spins off one tackle into the secondary. Almost a 9-yard carry.
Up to the 41-yard line.
Jared Barr. Pretty old-school running back. A lot of the newer backs, especially in the spread offense, kind of like to dance around it and wait and read their blocks, which is not a bad way to run the ball. Barr says, I don't have time for that. I put my head down, and I'm running over people. So a 9-yard carry right there. Well, 8.5-yard carry. So it's going to be second down and about 1.5 yards from the 42-yard line of Massena. Trips to the near side, receiver to the far side. Dalton in the gun. Barr to his left. He'll hand off to him. And Dalton will get wrapped up in the backfield. I think they stripped it away. If they did, it's going to be Massena ball. Waiting on the official call. Massena Red Raider football.
Got it on the way down.
Big defensive play right there by the Red Raiders. They stood Barr up on the outside and stripped the ball from him. So another good defensive stand by Massena. This time they got a turnover. And they're going to be in rather good field position. They'll start on their own 44-yard line. So first down and 10 from there for the Red Raiders. So momentum's heading Massena's way. Trips to the near side, receiver to the far side. Maurer in the gun. He'll roll to his right now. He's got protection now. Got a man behind him. It's going to be, he's going to keep it. Oh. And good play from behind by Matt Rector, the junior defensive lineman. He chased Bauer from the snap all the way here to the near side on the numbers.
Good job by Rector staying patient there, not to chase him and get juked down. Just was patient, let his defenders in the corner take over, and once it was his turn, he grabbed him and threw him down for no gain.
Pretty much a design run there for Massena as Bauer was not looking to pass his whole way out here. Head trips out to the near side for blocking. This time they'll split 2 to the near side and 1 to the far side. Second down at 7. Maurer gets the snap, hands off to Cameron. Cameron goes outside, now cuts back inside off left tackle, and he'll get back barely to the line of scrimmage.
Zach, did Ogdensburg's defensive line get bigger than the last series they were out here?
I think they did. I think they had some good eats on the far sideline. A good strong push right there. So third down at 7. Ogdensburg right here, if they could force Massena to punt, won't be in too terrible a position after the turnover. Once we get to fourth down, I'll have to talk to you about Maurer as the punter. And we'll do a third down first. Maurer in the pistol. Back to pass. Steps up. Throws out in the flats. He's got a man. Nice catch. Wow. Nice catch by Michael Brown. And Michael Brown fell on the football. So he's all right. Yeah, he just got the wind knocked out of him after he fell on the football. And beautiful play. Beautiful play. Nice. As Brown goes up for that one. Plenty enough for a first down. So it's going to be first down and 10 from the Ogdensburg 39-yard line.
It's a great job hanging on to that football there. He fell for about 5 steps, didn't let it out of his hands even when he fell down on the football. Good job there.
Brown, Bressard, and Gardner all making some tremendous catches so far this afternoon. We just made a friend, new Seagull, here in the press area. Now we're back to pass on first down. He's going for the home run ball. He's got Bressard. Bressard can't hang on to it. just a little bit out of reach. Almost a touchdown right there. That was a pretty ball by Maurer. Just a little too much on it. Second down and 10.
A couple games into the season here, the Massena coach feels full confidence in putting the ball in Maurer's hands to throw deep.
It's going to be fun being a head coach or an offensive coach for an offense that has this so many weapons is this good. Now, don't get me wrong, Ogdensburg has plenty of weapons offensively too, but this Massena offense is fun to watch. Second down and 10. Receiver in the slot near side. They'll hand off to Cameron. Cameron up the middle, and he's met by a wall of whites. Oh, Blue Devils almost stripped. And I think
whistle beforehand.
They forward progress. Not forward progress before the ball came out. So it'll be third down and 9. Rector in there for the tackle, as was Bogardus, a linebacker. The entire host of Blue Devils. So third down and 9 from the 38-yard line. About 2 minutes in here, second quarter in Massena. Receiver in the slot to each side. Cameron in the backfield in the pistol behind Maurer. Maurer, low snap, scoops it up. Back to pass, goes out in the flats, deep flats, pass, and incomplete. Had Michael Brown wide open in the flats, but Brown took off running before he had control of the football.
Yeah.
This is going to be fourth down and long. And
probably a little mental mistake there. Didn't get hit too hard, but he did have two people, one on either side of him when he turned around. Never a sight you like to see.
So Ogdensburg will send back, it looks like, number 28, Kevin Jeanette, for the return. He'll be deep inside his own 10. Maurer is the punter. Now, the thing about Maurer is it's up to him. If he wants to run it, he will. He'll weigh his option. Now he's going to throw a pass on fourth down. He's got a man wide open. That was Gardner. Gardner for the first down and 4.
That wasn't nice.
And that
was not nice at all.
That's the option you have with Maurer as your punter. We saw them at week 1 against St. Lawrence here, and there was a few times Maurer just took off on fourth down and got the first down. That time they draw up a little pass play and get plenty enough for the first down. So first down and 10 from the 16-yard line, driving in Massena. And first on fourth down. Pretty good little drive here by the Red Raiders off the turnover.
My buddies and I used to play backyard football. You weren't allowed to do that.
Trips to the far side. He'll hand off to Cameron. Up the nice juke inside off left tackle as he leaves the Blue Devil in the dust. He'll get enough for about 1, maybe 2, and it'll be second down and 8. 10-7 our score. Massena leads by a field goal, and they're on the drive in the red zone here at the Hall of Fame game in Massena. Great crowd on hand. Great day for football. Dark, gloomy, and low 60s.
How you like your women?
Yep. Dark, gloomy, and in their 60s. Receiver in a slot to the near side and the far. Maurer gets a slow snap. Looking out in the flats now. Throw across the middle. Got a man in the end zone. Touchdown. Massena. Cedric Maurer to Nate Bresser. 15-yard pitch and catch from Maurer to Nate Bresser. Maurer was looking out in the flats, and he wanted the flats really bad, and I think he looked off the defender long enough. Maurer's second touchdown of the afternoon, first passing. And that was Nate Bresser's first touchdown of the afternoon. Good snap, good hold, PAT up, and good. Second quarter here in Massena. Massena Red Raiders lead 17-7. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on 102.7 WICY.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Welcome back to Massena kickoff. Ogdensburg handles it at about 20 across the 30. Trying to cut outside. He got some room. Visible return right there by number 30. Not on my roster. You got a few kids not on the roster. I'd love to tell you who they are, but
Decent birth certificates out here.
I am fine. So good field position by Ogdensburg as they're going to start at their own 42-yard line. Last drive went 56 yards after the turnover. It plays ended in the 15-yard touchdown pass for Bauer to Bresser. 17-7 our score here in Massena. First play of the drive, 1st and 10. The 42. Dalton in the gun, back to pass. Now he'll roll right as he's flushed out. Gets nailed. Oh! Almost a nice one-handed catch.
Almost put that on a silver platter for the Massena defense.
Anthony Pope with almost a tremendous one-handed catch. And falls to the ground incomplete on the back end. Joey Dalton got real nice acquainted with the turf by a few Massena defensive linemen. Second down and long from the 42. About halfway through the second quarter. Receiver in a slot and a tight end to the far side. One back in the backfield with Dalton. He'll pick the handoff. Dalton on the keeper up the middle. He'll pick up one, maybe two. He's passed by a wall of red. In on the tackle, Nate Bresser. And Montana Pierce coming up to clean things up from his DB spot. Third down and about 7 from the 44.
Third and 8 for OFA.
So Ogdensburg with a long third down here at midfield.
Time is irrelevant.
Time is not known. Receiver in a slot far side. A receiver very tight inside to the near side. Now they'll go trips to the far side. Dalton rolls to his right. Looks out in the flats. Got a man. Good pitch and catch. Caught there by Jackson Torino. First time we've got to call his name this afternoon, and there'll be plenty enough for the first down. They're in Massena Red Raider territory. It'll be first down and 10 from the Red Raider 40.
Austin Stoll.
Torino, the sophomore split in. First action today.
Ball is down on the
little catch out open field, makes a couple of yards after the catch.
For the Blue Devils.
So Ogdensburg back in Red Raider territory, heading towards the east end of the field here in Massena. Now they'll go trips to the near side. Receiver in a slot to the top end. On the draw play, there goes Dalton. Dalton up the middle now, and he'll try to split things back outside, and he'll pick up 1, maybe 2 yards. Sitting on the spot, maybe even 3.
Interesting call there. He's more capable of much more than a first down run up the middle.
Yeah, trying to lull the defense off the sleep, especially when you spread things out that wide. Maybe you catch somebody off guard.
Yeah.
But it's a good defensive stop by Massena. So second down and long, about 7.
Early on in this game, Ogdensburg was doing a much better job of creating quick holes in the defensive line, but not so much anymore.
Just a formation. They'll hand off to Barr. Barr up the middle, sheds off one tackler, dragging a couple of Red Raiders down inside the 35, and it'll be spotted at the 32-yard line. So third down is manageable for the Blue Devils in Massena Red Raider territory.
Third and 2.
I don't know what it is. Those holes just aren't there anymore for the Ogdensburg offense.
They've tightened things up a touch as the Massena Red Raider defense. Right here's a good spot to hold them. Third down and a long 3. Just outside the 32. Dalton and the Blue Devils break the huddle. Receiver in a slot to each side. Barr in the backfield. Long snap count. Hands off to Barr up the middle. Barr. Nice little carry. And depending on the spot, I think he's going to have enough for the first down. So Love had a pretty good week last week, but he's out with an injury. Hadn't seen much of him today. But Jared Barr has stepped up and see what the officials think. We're going to have a measurement to bring the chains out. So about 2/3 of the way through the first half. 17-7 our score. Massena leading by 10 here at home on their Hall of Fame game. The Blue Devils are driving. Depending on the spot, may have a first down. Stretch that chain out, see what we got.
Very close.
And first down by maybe half a football.
Massena's still making them work for it, though. They got it, but it wasn't as easy this time as it's been earlier on for Ogdensburg.
It was a very tight-knit, well-played football game by both teams.
Yeah.
A couple of turnovers by Ogdensburg. Really the difference here.
A couple of plays that could have been turnovers for Massena that worked out in their favor.
And sometimes that's what you got to have happen at home. You got to have the breaks come your way. And so far, the Red Raiders have. But a pretty good drive right here by the Blue Devils.
As long as they're decided by the bounce of the ball and not by the officiating.
That's true. Receiver in a slot or a tight end to the near side. Receiver in a slot to the far side. First down and 10 from the 30. Now the slot goes in motion and head off the bar. Coming near side. He's got a wall of white blocking for him. He'll cut outside across the 25 and brought down there by number 13. The Red Raiders.
I think what it might be is Massena is aware that Ogdensburg is not really threatening the pass too much. They've tightened up, just defending that first 5 yards.
Excuse me, that wasn't 13. That was 43. Trent Kirkley, the junior defensive lineman. So 4 minutes to go here, first half. Ogdensburg would like to cut into that 10-point lead right here. Second down and 4. Receiver out near the numbers on the far end. Handoff up the middle of the bar. Bar runs into a wall of red. Big stop right there by Zach Ward, defensive lineman for the Massena Red Raiders. So under 4 minutes to go here, first half. Coming up in the half, we'll go over the first half stats, what we've got. We don't have much, so we'll do the best we can. We'll go over some scores from last night and get you ready for the second half.
Right.
Third down and a long 3 from the 23.
Should have brought the T-shirt cannon today.
Should have brought a parka. Receiver in a slot to the far side, receiver to the near side. They'll hand off, though, on the option keep as Joey Dalton fakes the option. And we'll get plenty enough for the first down. So Ogdensburg keeps this drive going on the 3rd and 4. Joey Dalton with a nice little carry. And we've got an injury timeout. That's a tough one for Massena. As got a couple of Red Raiders helping Michael Brown off the field. They're holding up his right leg. He's not even putting any weight on that. Michael Brown's been a key player so far in this first half offensively. Made some good plays on defense as well, and he's got a host of his teammates helping him over to the bench. They'll have to check him out. Hopefully it's nothing serious, and we'll see him back out there later. But right now, he is not putting any weight on that right leg. Got an injury timeout, 17-10 or 17-7 our score. Massena leads by 10. You're under 4 minutes to go, first half. Ogdensburg on the drive. It'll be first down and 10 for the Massena 17.
Can hear him kind of groaning in pain down there. It sounds bad.
He's putting a little weight on that right leg.
No, he's upright. But
we ask that the Hall of Famers
not in any comfortable situation at all at this point. So hopefully it's nothing serious. We'll see him back out there in the second half. Meanwhile, on the field, first down and 10. Blue Devils break the huddle. Receiver in slot, tight to the near side and the far side. Barr gets the handoff. Off tackle. He'll cut outside. 10-5. Lures. Inside the 5.
absolutely no hesitation by number 7, Jared Barr there. Fantastic job of making adjustments on the fly.
Josh Cameron come up to make the tackle, and he paid for it. He's putting his ear pad back in his helmet. It'll be first down and goal from the 5. Nice little 12-yard pickup.
I used to like playing defense because I didn't have to take hits, but that's not the case today.
Sometimes that does happen. So first down and goal from the 5. Receiver in the slot tight to the near side. Receiver in the slot to the far side. Dalton in the gun. He's got Barr to his right. Fake handoff to Barr. Rolls out. Got a tight end open in the end zone.
Ball comes out.
And had the man. Jordan Finney, the sophomore tight end, had his hands on the football. Could wrinkle it in.
Second and goal
from the 5.
31, Michael Brown is walking. I'm Massena now.
That's good to see. Hopefully he'll walk out whatever situation he's got going on in his leg, and he'll be back out there.
Maybe just a cramp.
Not today. You usually have cramps. It's kind of chilly out there. Receiver in the slot, tightly bunched on both ends of the field. They'll hand off to Barr. Barr bouncing out one tackle. He's got a wide open slot on the outside. He'll cross the goal line. 5-yard touchdown run. Jared Barr. And the Ogdensburg Blue Devils are within 4. PAT pending. That's Jared Barr's second touchdown run of the day, this time 5 yards out. And probably under 3 minutes to go, first half. Brandon Stewart comes on for the kick attempt. Make this a 3-point ball game.
Brandon Stewart is for the PAT kick.
Good snap, good hold, ball on the block, and it's up and good. So just under 3 minutes remaining first half. Massena Red Raiders 17. The Ogdensburg Blue Devils 14. We'll be back in 2 minutes right here on 102.7 WICY.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Welcome back to Massena High School, downtown Massena. Stewart's kick deep down to the 15. Here comes Montana Pierce, and Montana Pierce met at about the 21-yard line by Andrew Woodard. So, Massena Red Raiders will start this possession from their own 23-yard line. They've got 2 minutes, 22 seconds to go until half. Got the scoreboard up and working now. So, hopefully we'll be a little more helpful with time and down situation. Receiver in the slot to the near side. Receiver far out on the hash mark to the far side. Maurer in the gun. Got Cameron to his left. On the counter play. Hands off Cameron coming near side. Across the numbers. Down inside the 30. He'll be punched out of bounds at about the 29. Good defensive stop right there by Jordan Finnessy, the sophomore DB. Came up a couple good plays here in the first half. Second down and 2 from the 30.
Ball run up to the 30-yard line.
2 minutes even
Second and 3.
here in the first half. Maurer in the pistol. Cameron right behind him. Receiver in the slot to the far side and near side. Now Cameron goes to his right. Back to pass Maurer. Maurer under a little pressure. Rolls right. Throws deep down the field. He's got a man. And incomplete. A good no call right there. Fantasy and Bresser got tied up a little bit. Bresser had to push off of Fantasy to make some room. And Bresser wanted a pass interference call at the end of that. And he's lucky he didn't get one called on himself. Yeah. Third down and 3 from the 30.
Throw just put them both in an awkward position, a little short.
The receiver this time will line up almost out of bounds right on the hash marks of the sideline. Tight end will go to the top half, as will a receiver in the slot. Maurer in the gun, low snap. Back to pass, throws across the middle. He's got a man. Nice pitch and catch. Enough for the first down. Austin Stowell, the junior wide receiver, scoops up the basket catch, and he'll slide safely into the 45-yard line. First down and 10 with 94 seconds to go. First half. So once the chain sets, the clock will start. Maurer in the gun, receiver in the slot each side. Cameron right behind it. Cameron back for protection, throws out the splash. I think he short hopped.
Hopped on the ground there.
Yeah, short hop Bresser.
Massena wanted that one, but They made contact with the ground about the same time touch his hand there.
Steve Bresser, good shortstop stop, but for football, that's going to be an incomplete pass. Second out of 10. Clock stops with 1:23 remaining first half.
Probably a multi-sport athlete.
Probably is. Second out of 10. Receiver in the slot to each side. Now we're in the gun. Low snap, about knee high. Now we're back to pass. Throws one out in the flat. And nice catch by Nate Bresser. He's on the run. 25-20. Knocked out of bounds just inside the 20. Nate Bresser. Show him the money. That was a nice catch. He went up and ripped the ball out of Finish's hand.
The 20-yard line of the Blue Devils.
A big catch right there. It'll be first down and 10 inside the red zone right at the 20. It's good to see Michael Brown back on the field as well after a short stint on the bench. Maurer the gun, receiver of the top half. He'll roll right. Looking in the flash. He's got Bresser one more time. Bresser hauls it in. He'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. Clock will stop with 67 seconds remaining first half. And Massena looking to punch another one in before intermission. Second and 5 from the 15. That's where they'll spot it. 67 seconds remaining first half. Massena up by 3, looking to add more here before halftime. Twins out to the far side. Maurer looks right, now rolls left. Got a man in the flats. Throw in the end zone. Got a man. Catch. Off the end. Touchdown, Massena. Cedric Maurer finds Michael Gardner right at the goal line, and Gardner steps in for 6.
Beautiful. 78-yard drive there, starting on the opposing 22. Wow.
What a good little drive there. They only took about a minute and 29 seconds off the clock. So very efficient, very good time management by Massena.
You're going to want that when Ogdensburg is receiving after the second half.
So another 15-yard pitch and catch from Maurer. This time PAT kick is up. And good. 24-14 our score with a minute remaining in the first half. We'll be back in 2 minutes right here on 106.7 WICY.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Welcome back to Massena's Flip Kick. Jordan Barr will scoop it up to 30, trying to find some room to run. He'll take it up about to 35, and he'll be stuck there. Number 54, Mason Talbot, the sophomore for Massena. 51 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ogdensburg down 10. Let's see what they put together offensively. Got a little time. Got a couple of timeouts left. Yeah. Ogdensburg will also receive the second half kickoff, so they can double up on their possessions here if they can score before they head in the locker room.
I think this would be a great part if you get across midfield. Now let's see what Joey Dalton can do with his arm.
Back to pass. Dalton looking out the flats. He's got a man. That'll be scooped up by Pope across midfield. Good tackle there. Open field by Josh Cameron.
And there we go. Why weren't we trying that sooner?
Clock will stop long enough to set the change. It'll be first down and 10 from midfield exactly. Here in the near half. 44 seconds remaining. Clock now running. In the gun. Dalton back to pass. No pressure whatsoever. Goes across the middle. Back to Pope again. Pope, good catch across the 40. And he'll be dragged down near the first down marker, and a flag flies in late.
Penalty flag.
I
think that's going to be for a face mask, and if that is, that's going to tack 15 more yards on to this, and it does.
Down by Massena from the 34, Michael Gardner.
So Pope, as he was going down, got grabbed on the face mask. So it's going to be first down and 10. There's only a 5-yard face mask, so they only touched it. They didn't grab it.
2 quick plays gets them about 50 yards.
First down and 10 from the 34. 28 seconds and counting, first half. Handoff up the middle of the bar. Oh, he's got a seam. 25 down to the 23-yard line.
The timeout here.
Quick timeout. Good. Good little play right there. Good play called by Ogdensburg. Wow. And it'll be 19 seconds after the timeout.
Result of the play, first and 10.
Timeout Ogdensburg.
Timeout.
Right on the brink of field goal position here. Right on the brink.
10-point lead by Massena, but Ogdensburg's driving right before the half. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here on 102.7 WICY.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Back to Massena, 19 seconds remaining, first half. Ogdensburg on the drive, out of the timeout. It'll be first down at 10 from the 22. Dalton in the gun, receiver in slot to each side. Bar in the backfield. Bar will roll out the flat. Dalton looks downfield. Got a man. He has hope.
For number 80.
That was Torino. Torino wide open in the flat. Shot him a touch. Incomplete. Time will stop at 15 seconds.
Looked like he might have been thrown into the wind there, but he was still no excuse. He was wide open.
Second down 10 from the 22. After a very efficient offensive drive by Massena, Ogdensburg's trying to match them here before they head into the locker room.
15 seconds to go.
Got time for maybe at least two, maybe three plays here. Receiver in a slot. Both sides. Bar in the backfield with Dalton. Dalton gets the gun. Nice snap, chest high. Looking to the end zone. He's got a man deep. If he got his foot in, no. Wow. Just overshot him a touch. He had a man wide open.
For number 40,
Andrew Woodard. Woodard was wide open, beat his man by about 3 yards. And could not keep the second foot in.
Remaining in the first half.
Dalton just let that one rip. You can see Woodard's eyes just light up through his helmet all the way from the press booth here. Took it down, but still wasn't able to get a foot in.
They're down at 10 from the 22. Receiver in the slot to each side. Bar in the backfield for protection. Dalton. Nice snap. Steps back, got under pressure. He'll be thrown for a loss. Big blitz out up by Trent Kirkley. And Kirky with the sack, and that will end.
The first half.
Well, we've got some controversy now. I think someone called a timeout before.
Oh, man.
Before
I better hope so.
It's going to be fourth down from the 30.
Oh, timeout was called.
Oh, man.
The timeout Ogdensburg. We got it just in time.
Officially.
There'll be last time for one more play here in this first half. The timeout, Ogdensburg. We'll take it with them. We'll be back here for the final play of the first half on 102.7 WICY.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
The Massena Red Raiders field and a quick timeout Massena before the fourth down play. So
might as well use it.
Massena's coach wanted to see what Ogdensburg was going to throw out there on fourth down and long from the 30. The line to gain is the 12, but that's really irrelevant. 3 seconds left here in the first half, and pretty much going for broke here are the Blue Devils for intermission. 10-point advantage for the Red Raiders, 24-14. TJ Cannon, Zach Mayer, Nick on the board back in our Porter Road studios. Halftime coming up. We'll have we'll recap how we got here. And,
how did we get here?
Car. Score-wise, I meant. We'll recap that, and we might tell you a story about a fish tank. I don't know.
It's all up in the air. That's what you got to stay tuned for.
Yep.
Keep you guessing.
Receiver in the slot to each side. Dalton in the gun. Back to pass. Under a little bit of pressure. He's going to throw deep. Got a man in the end zone.
Number 42.
Was it caught? Touchdown, Ogdensburg. Wow. 35-yard pitch and catch, and that is exactly why they called the timeout. Andrew Woodard, the recipient of the touchdown. He could keep his feet in there on that last play, but he did right there.
Dalton's got to love throwing to him, man. He's a vacuum.
And a PAT away from 3-point advantage at half. What a pitch and catch. Good snap, good hold, kick in the air. It is good. What's at halftime? Massena leads 24-21. We'll be back. We'll put a bow on the first half here in Massena in a few right on 102.7 WICY.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh-baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh-baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Welcome back to Massena halftime here in the North Country Game of the Week in the Massena Hall of Fame game. The Red Raiders lead the Ogdensburg Blue Devils 24-21. And the first quarter, actually the first half was all exciting, but really the last 2 minutes of the first half, action-packed, got out of control. We'll tell you how we got here. In the first quarter, we had no clock, so we don't really know the time of these first score of the ball game. Cedric Bauer, 16-yard carry, PAT good. Massena out to an early 7-0 lead. Ogdensburg with answer, a 19-yard carry by Jared Barr, PAT good, tied up at 7 at that point. And then right before the end of the first quarter, a 26-yard field goal by Merritt Tarasca made the score 10-7 Massena after one period of play. We got to the second quarter. Cedric Bauer still doing his thing, a 15-yard pass to Nate Bresser. 17-7 at that point, Massena. Then 2:27 remaining in the first half. We got the clock back up. The Blue Devils punch one in from 5 yards out. That was Jared Barr's second touchdown of the afternoon. PAT good. 17-14 at that point. So with 58 seconds remaining, about a minute and a half to drive, pretty efficient drive by the Massena Red Raiders ended in a 15-yard pass play. Cedric Bauer to Mike Gardner. Cedric Bauer's second touchdown pass of the afternoon. Mike Gardner's first touchdown reception of the afternoon. 24-14 at that point. So you had 58 seconds left in the first half. If you're Ogdensburg, you're getting the second half kickoff. You know, no one would have faulted you just to fold up the tent and head on the locker room. Right. Down 10. Well, they did.
Yeah, they finally let Joey Dalton use his arm down the field, and it did not disappoint whatsoever, connecting several times to Anthony Pope. Very impressive stuff there. Dalton's first touchdown pass, and from 35 yards out. 24-21. 24-21 our score at the half. Massena Red Raiders lead by 3. So Ogdensburg will be getting the ball to start the third quarter. They're announcing some of the Massena Red Raider Hall of Famers inducted in this year's class. They're a Hall of Fame game, and we are directly behind the speaker. So if you hear a lot of stuff going on, that is the speaker in front of us. So 24-21 our score at the half. If you're the Red Raiders, how do you keep this up? How do you come out of here with a victory, Greg? I would say aggressive defensive line has been their strength. Both teams came out very strong offensively. It was the Red Raiders who tightened up their defensive line, really putting a limit on what Tyler Barr could do on the Ogdensburg offense. Although Barr's still getting away with plenty of yards late in that first half there. But Massena's got to tighten up that defense, keep it that way, stay sharp for the second half.
If you're Ogdensburg, I think you got to go to the air a little bit more. They showed there at the end of the first half what they can do when you let Dalton just sling the ball around a little bit. Now, you got to keep Barr in the ball game. That running attack is what keeps the Massena Red Raider defense in check and not looking for the pass every play. So I think you see a good dose of Dalton and Barr here in the second half. 3-point advantage, Massena Red Raiders here at the half, 24-21. We're going to take another timeout, and we'll come back with some more halftime action here in Massena on 102.7 WICY.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh-baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Giving the North Country its greatest hits since 46. This is 1490 AM, 102.7 WICY. Malone, a Marks communication station. The greatest hits are always on. 102.7
Welcome back to Massena. Massena Red Raiders leading to a 3-point lead at halftime of their Hall of Fame game. 4-21. TJ Cannon, Zach Mayer, Nick on the board back in Malone. And tell you about what's coming up sports-wise here on WICY. This week, coming up Monday, Governor will be at Franklin Academy for soccer, 4:30 starts in boys soccer. Then Tuesday, girls soccer, as Canton will head up to the airport field. 4:30 start for that on Tuesday. Wednesday night, Mr. Cannon and I will be in Malone, Potsdam, and Franklin Academy volleyball beginning at 6 o'clock right here on the North Country's Greatest Sports. And then next Saturday, football, the Huskies look to regroup as they head to Governor. That'll be a tough one up there. 1:30 kickoff next Saturday here on 102.7. We talked about it just a minute ago. It's going to be up to Ogdensburg, who's down 3. They get the ball up first coming out of the locker room. So you see a pretty good offensive drive here. I think we're going to have a little slugfest going in through the second half.
Well, Massena adjusted their defense sometime around the first quarter, about halfway through, seeing that Ogdensburg really doesn't put it in the air very often, and they got very comfortable with stopping the run. Now what they've seen in the late first half, that Ogdensburg can put it in the air successfully with quarterback Joey Dalton, number 15. Now they're going to have to readjust their strategy. We'll see if Ogdensburg moves forward with the pass-heavy offense or not, because we certainly can.
Now, Ogdensburg will have a little bit easier matchup next week as they host Canton on Friday night. And Saturday, Massena will head down to Watertown and they will play East Syracuse Monona in a big matchup there next weekend. The other game going on here in the North Country today, St. Lawrence Central at Canton in a battle of 1 of 3 teams. We haven't heard a score on that one yet, but if we do, we'll pass that along. Last night, other North Country games, Potsdam beat up on Franklin Academy. They go to 3-2 with a 32-6 win over the Huskies. Huskies now 1-4 on the year. And Governor flex their muscles against Tupper Lake, now 5-0, 55-14 over the Lumberjacks, who are now 0-5. We want to get.
Is lumberjack an offensive term?
I think everybody's offended now.
Yeah, I think in the next 20 years we'll see away with the term lumberjack. You know, why not lumber person? Why does it have to be gender specific?
I think everything will be offensive. Well, everything's offensive now, but it'll get worse. I think they'll do away with nicknames in like 20 years. They'll just call. So today's game would be red versus white, and that's all. That's all.
No mascots whatsoever.
No mascots whatsoever. Just so
I like it.
Just so no one.
Red, obviously, red is a triggering color as well. So we'll go Team A or Team B. Well, that's the thing is if you put Team B there, that inherently says that one team is second to the other. So it'll be real interesting to see the way that sports mascots go in the next 10, 15 years.
Send all hate-triggered mail to TJ at 965.com.
Incorrect. TJ at country965.com.
Okay, sorry.
We would not want the hate mail to get misplaced somewhere down the line there. All hate mail needs to be received.
And speaking of things we'll probably offend later, today is National Vegetarian Day.
Today is.
So I plan on celebrating with a steak later this afternoon, maybe from Donovan's.
Yes.
So maybe we find some locals here in Massena and find out where the steak place is here.
Be actively not celebrating.
No.
National Vegetarian Day.
No,
nothing wrong with being vegetarian.
No. More steak for us.
More steak for us, it's right.
We want to give a quick shout-out to our sponsors who hopefully don't leave us after we offend everyone. Direct Subs, who is very good at making, what was it we had the other day? The Southwest
Chicken Sub.
The Southwest Chicken Sub. I fell in love with it. That thing is pretty good. I think we might eat 4 of those later. Cornerstone Services, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. St. Lawrence Valley Concrete. The Nets Rise and Shine. And Pete's Jewelers for being a part of our North Country Game of the Week this year. We appreciate those guys so much. We're going to take one more time out. We'll come back with the second half here in Massena. Here on 102.7 WICY.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order direct sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Direct subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Massena, third quarter about to get underway. Both teams back to their respective sidelines. Ogdensburg will get the second half kickoff. 24-21. Ogdensburg down by 3 after that nice little drive before the half. A 51-second, 65-yard drive. And it ended with the last second touchdown pass from Dalton to Woodard, 35 yards out.
And Ogdensburg will receive.
They will receive. They will receive something. I think it'll be a football.
Most likely by the air.
So it looks like Massena will be kicking from west to east. So Ogdensburg will be heading towards the now operating scoreboard.
Thankfully.
Yeah. We were.
The audience,
we were
you, will be much better informed.
Yeah, I know.
It was a guessing game.
We try to be as informed as possible. We sound like a couple of goobers, but we try. We really do try hard. We try really hard. We're A for effort for us.
In fact, I was looking at the referee's watch last. I was trying to get my binoculars out here to see if I could keep the time once in a while. No luck there. Thankfully, the scoreboard is much easier to read.
Second half.
Bear Taraska, the junior kicker, will tee up at the 40.
Currently 12 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yep.
Black roll day number 28, Kevin Vanette.
Squib kick. It's a line drive right at Barr. Barr had a tough time handling it. He'll scoop it up, and he'll just go out of bounds at the 30. So not bad field position.
What is it with those squib kicks for Massena? It seems to be the strategy.
To the 31-yard line.
Sometimes you can catch the return team off guard, almost like they did Ogdensburg there, and almost scooped up a loose ball. It'll be first down and 10 Ogdensburg from their own 31-yard line. Just underway. Second half here in Massena. TJ Kent, Zach Mayer, Nick on the board. North Country game of the week, and it has not been a disappointment so far.
No, it's a great game today. Great day for football. See what we got here in the second half.
Trips to the top end, receiver to the near side on the numbers. Dalton in the gun, takes the handoff, throws out in the flats. That's Torino. Torino up across the 45, 35 down to the 40.
Number 88, Jackson
Toriano, excuse me. Jackson Toriano, sophomore. He's had a couple of great catches today. It'll be second down and a long one from the 40. Has a little receiver screen out there on the numbers.
Second and 1 for OFA.
Woodard will bring the play in from the sideline.
11:27 remaining. Third quarter.
They'll roll the troops out near side this time. Avery Love back in the ballgame. He's in the slot. Dalton back to pass. Now he'll tuck it off and run. First down and more. 45 up near midfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. So Joey Dalton, good decision to take off running. All of his receivers were covered up downfield and steps out of bounds. Something RG3 should probably do at a time or two. He lived to play another down. But I think if I play for the Browns, I'd want to get out as quickly as possible, too. To be first down and 10 from midfield, Ogdensburg with the ball first here in the second half and put together a decent little drive here in the first minute of the third quarter. Hand off to Barr now up the middle on first down. He breaks through the first ring of tacklers. He'll get about a yard, maybe two, on the forward progress. Second down and 8.
Brought down by Massena's number 77, Jonathan Young, and number 78, Zach Ward.
11 minutes to go, third quarter. 3-point advantage, Massena.
Second and 8 for the Blue Devils.
Ogdensburg on the drive.
And Massena 48-yard line.
Trips to the near side, receiver to the top end. Now they'll bunch things up. Dalton in the gun. Back to pass. 5-step drop. Looking downfield. Now he's rolling to his right. I think he's going to take off. 45.
Oh,
Sticks him in. 40. 35-30. Down to 25. He'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Joey Dalton.
Wow.
I'm more than a game manager, Mr. Mayor.
Making you eat your words, man.
He shook a couple of would-be tacklers.
Oh, just the shoulder move. I love it. He's a multi-threat quarterback there. It's almost like he wanted that play to fall apart so he could run and made the result pretty darn good.
So a minute, 33 seconds here into the third quarter, and the Blue Devils are already in the red zone. We first down and 10 from the 18.
First and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Ogdensburg.
Dalton's quick and makes good decisions here.
Receiver in the slot to each side. Hands off to the running back. That's Jeanette. Jeanette outside 10, 5, cuts back inside. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
28.
18-yard carry to start the third quarter.
It's the end zone for
Kevin Jeanette, the senior running back.
5 plays for 70 yards there. Ogdensburg offense.
Kevin Jeanette, we heard his name a few times in the first half. But right there, he punches one in from 18 yards out. 10-18 to go, third quarter.
For the PAT ticket done.
PAT pending. So Ogdensburg takes a 3-point lead at the moment. Low snap. Quickly scooped up. And Stewart's PAT up and good. 10-18 remaining third quarter. New score. The Ogdensburg Blue Devils 28. The Massena Red Raiders 24. We'll be back in a minute here on 102.7 WICY.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Welcome back to Massena and the Ogdensburg Blue Devils, keeping the momentum rolling from the end of the first half into the second half. Only a minute and 42 seconds off the clock in the third quarter. They punch it in for 7, 18 yards out. Kevin Jeanette on the carry. PAT good. Brandon Stewart, the senior, will tee it up at the 40. Pierce back deep for the Red Raiders. They'll squib it short. They'll roll down the 15, picked up far side of the field by Cameron. Cameron now coming back near side. He's going to get pinned back deep. If he can't break a couple of tackles, we're going to have a block in the back deep. And Massena gets stopped inside their own 5, and it's going to be backed up even further on the block in the back.
Oh, geez.
That'll be halfway distance to the goal. So Massena in a jam here on their first possession of the second half.
I see why the squib kick is the strategy of choice in high school football like this. I mean, it really scrambles everybody. I mean, everyone on the team on one side thinks that it's their chance to run the ball until it's too late.
I'm kind of shocked that they don't use the squib kick more often in college and pro, because the hierarchy kick by some of the great kickers is it gives time for the teams to set up their blocks.
Yeah.
And here on the squib, everyone's kind of out of sorts. So it'll be first down and 10 Red Raiders from their own 3-yard line after the kick and the penalty. 24-12 our score, 10-12 remaining third quarter. Massena at the bottom of the mountain here to start the third. Bauer in the gun, in the pistol. Receiver in slot near side. Receiver to the top end on the numbers. Bauer gets the snap. He'll hand off to Cameron. Cameron hurdles over one defender, and he meets about 4 more. And he might have got 1, maybe 2. Spotted just inside the 5. Second down and 8 from the 5. 10 minutes running clock here in the third. 4-point lead now by Ogdensburg.
Boy, it's tough losing a lead at home and then starting your possession on the hash mark. For Massena here.
Got a slot and a receiver to the near side, tight end, and a receiver to the top half. Hand off to Cameron. Cameron with a nice little move there, and Massena's going to get themselves out of a hole. Nice run by Josh Cameron. First down, Massena. First down and 10 from the 14-yard line. 9:27 to counting, third quarter. 4-point advantage, Ogdensburg. Receiver in a slot to the top end, and a tight end also on the right end. Cameron in the backfield with Bauer. Hand off to Cameron. Cameron goes outside, cuts back inside, and he'll pick up 2, maybe 3 yards. That's the carry by Cameron. So Ogdensburg had a chance to pin Massena back deep. Massena gets out of that situation. It'll be second down at 6
with the ball
from the 19. Receiver, slot, and tight end to the top end of the formation. Receiver in the slot to the near side. Bauer in the gun. Back to pass out the flat. He's got Brown. Brown with the catch. And Brown will be tackled immediately.
Like an acrobatic exercise there. Two of them taking a little cartwheel together.
Good to see Brown back out there. He had a lower leg injury there late in the first half. He still got a little hobble to him, but he's been out there making some good plays.
Yeah.
He'll come split to the near side, as will Bresser. Have a wide receiver at the top end of the formation. Tight end near side. Bauer in the gun. Bauer, low snap, knee high. He rolls to his left. He's under some pressure.
Boy.
Almost got him in the backfield. Had a hand on his jersey. Couldn't get it. Bauer will have to go out of bounds, but he's going to lose some yards. That's big man, Matt Rector, on the chase. Probably had a fingertip on Mauer's jersey. Could corral him.
Yeah, right-handed Mauer put the ball in his left hand. That's how you know you're scrambling.
Mauer goes out of bounds, 7:57 remaining third quarter. It'll be fourth down and 11. So Mauer will go back in punt formation. He'll be inside his own 5. But Mauer,
I don't anticipate the fake here. Not at all.
I wouldn't bet either way. Pratt.
He's looking.
Mauer's going to throw downfield. He's got a man. Completed pass.
Won't be enough.
Up to Michael Gardner.
Can't help himself.
Not going to be enough. And Ogdensburg's going to have the ball at the Massena 20. Not sure how that played out. But Ogdensburg has now got the ball on their Massena 19-yard line going in. With the 4-point lead, they can add to it right here rather quickly in this third quarter.
Yeah, an absolute gift from Ogdensburg. Not really. I mean, they played great defense there, but you'd love to start on the 19.
Here comes Dalton. Dalton with a good situation. Receiver in slot to the top end. Receiver far out to the near side. Slot goes in motion. That's Love. Hand off to Barr. Barr coming near side. He's got a couple of blocks. And went to Jake Bauer and lost his own feet at the 15.
He couldn't decide which way he wanted to juke it.
Yeah, sometimes that turf will get you.
Someone yanked the cord out of the treadmill there.
You got to hate when that happens. Good 4-yard pickup nonetheless. It'll be second down and 6 as the wind picks up here on top of the earth where we are at Massena. 7:22 and counting, your third quarter. Ogdensburg up 4, trying to add to it. Love and Jeanette out wide to the top end. They'll fake the handoff. Dalton will keep it off right tackle. Will go down inside the 12. Third down and 3.
Massena would love to make a stop here. This is fantastic.
Third and 3.
You can make a stop here. Just block a field goal even. Forget about that whole offensive drive that never happened.
Wind swirling a touch here in Massena. Stewart, a pretty good kicker. If you're the Blue Devils, you'd like to get the first down here. Third down, long 3, maybe 4. 2 receivers to each side. Handoff is fumbled, and it looks like the Blue Devils may have gave it back to Massena. The run option with Dalton and Barr got a little mixed up there on the bottom of the pile, and Massena's got it. So Massena on the bad decision on fourth down doesn't lose any points, maybe even loses a couple yards, but that's it. Cedric Mauer and the Red Raiders will head back on offense, first down and 10. The ball will be spotted on the 11. So just like you said, DJ, almost like That drive never happened.
Good defense. Great defense that an offense loves to have. Although most of these guys are staying on the field from one side to the other, so they've earned it for themselves.
6:24 remaining, third quarter. Maurer and the Red Raiders back on offense. In the gun, pistol formation. Receiver in the slot each side. The receivers to the far side a little tight. Maurer back to pass. Now he's under some trouble, almost corralled in the backfield. Now he'll scoot out of it. Being chased by Jared Barr. Barr gets a block outside. Huge block by Nate Breser to spring Maurer. Nate Breser was out for the pass, peels back and lays out two Blue Devils. And Maurer sprints outside and
result of the 21-yard run.
That's got to be a dejected feeling for the Blue Devils. They had Maurer. They had the right to the backfield.
They blindsided him twice from his right side, and he was managed to get out of the way. And even great, an opportunity to stretch his legs out there, get more confident going into this offensive drive.
First down and 10, Red Raiders. A receiver in the slot each side, Maurer in the gun. Hands off to Cameron. Cameron cuts inside, across the 35. Makes another man miss. He's got a block. 40, 45. Punishes the defender and drags him near midfield. Wow. And another first down. Massena is starting to get that momentum back.
Brown putting his body on the line there. That was fantastic.
Josh Cameron lowers the boom on a Blue Devil. It'll be first down and 10 right at midfield. And Massena 49. 5:40 running clock here, third quarter. Massena looking to regain the lead here at home. Tight end, slot, and a receiver to the top end of the formation. Receiver to the slot to the near side. Receiver goes in motion. That's Gardner. Now he'll go to the top end of the formation. He'll set up trips formation, far end. They'll hand off up the middle to Cameron. Cameron across the 50, down inside the 48 of the Blue Devils.
And carrying the ball for the Red Raiders.
Red Raiders in Ogdensburg territory for the first time here in the second half. And looks like we got a Blue Devil down on the field.
Official timeout for injured player.
Not on the roster.
That's number 71, not on the roster. So he's going to be a 10-2. We'll take a timeout. 5:07 remaining, third quarter. Massena Red Raiders down by 4 here at home, 28-24. We'll be back in 2 here on 102.7 WICY.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Welcome back to Massena. The injured Blue Devil up and off the field. Massena comes back out now with Twins to the top end of the formation is the tight end, receiver to the near side, almost on the sideline. They'll hand off on the counterplay to Cameron. Cameron cuts back inside and lowers the boom on the linebacker and drags him across the 45 in near the 43-yard line. A couple more of those by Cameron, and some of those Blue Devils are going to be reluctant to meet him in the hole.
Yeah, Dallas actually walking off the field after taking the harder end of the force on a defensive collision.
Have you ever seen those old Crash Dummy TV commercials back in the 90s?
That's not nice.
That's kind of what that looked like.
It did, though.
Twins to the far side, as is the tight end. Near side, you got a receiver on the numbers. Maurer in the gun. Good snap. He'll hand it off to Cameron one more time. 40, 35, 30. Dragging tacklers down to the 25 and inside the 22-yard line. Josh Cameron looked at Cedric Maurer in the huddle and said, just give me the ball. Get out of the way.
Very mature running by Josh Cameron. Very strong grip on the ball. A lot of defenders in Ogdensburg trying to take him down by the shoulder as he runs so square, and he just lets it go into a spin move. Lets his momentum carry him forward even farther. Very mature running by Josh Cameron.
4 minutes and counting, third quarter. 4-point advantage, Blue Devils. They've got their backs against the wall. Massena's on the drive. Maurer takes the low snap, hands off to Cameron on the option. Breaks down the backfield across the 20, down inside the 18-yard line.
Nice tackle by Andrew Woodard. Saw that stiff arm coming, and he went low.
Yeah, good form tackle right there by Woodard from his outside linebacker spot. 3.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Massena on the drive. Looking to regain the lead here at home.
Somebody in the stands wearing a tank top and shorts over there. Bold move today.
That is a bold-fashioned move.
67 degrees right now.
Tight end and receiver to the near side. Maurer in the gun, hands off. Nope, fake handoff. Maurer will keep it himself inside the 10, down the 5. Touchdown, Cedric Maurer.
Into the end zone.
90-yard drive there.
18-yard touchdown rush.
18-yard run, Cedric Maurer. Cedric Maurer left a trail of Ogdensburg Blue Devils in the dust. Massena Red Raiders regain the lead. Wow. PAT pending.
Working for every inch of that drive.
Eric Prescott for the point after touchdown kick attempt.
Cedric Maurer's second touchdown run of the afternoon. Low snap, good hold. Kick almost blocked. And we're going to have an offsides on Ogdensburg. They almost got the block, but, yeah, of course they did. They were offsides. So the kick was good. I think Coach just wants the PAT. They're going to call the dead ball foul.
Offside and
So it'll be half the distance to the goal, so it'll be they'll set the PAT up at about the yard and a half.
Goal line. Retry of the PAT kick.
Raska, the junior, will do the kicking. Maurer the holding. Good snap, good hold. Kick down, up, and good. 3 minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Massena regains the lead, 31-28. We'll be back in a minute here on 102.7 WICY.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Welcome back to Massena. 7-play, 90-yard drive. Took 3 minutes, 22 seconds off the clock, and a short kick. And we'll go out of bounds. To give Ogdensburg pretty good field position. Massena regains the lead, 31-28. 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Beautiful 90-yard drive.
Yeah, that's a couple of gifts by both teams. Back-to-back fumbles. Pretty much gave Massena back the ball where they were. So Ogdensburg has the opportunity to take it at the 40 or make Massena re-kick it. So it looks like Massena's going to have to re-kick it from the 35. Dylan Pratt and Kevin Jeanette back deep for the Blue Devils. Raska squips it one more time, and it'll be fell on by number 5, Wyatt Kirby, the sophomore, at the 44-yard line. So pretty good field position to start this drive for Ogdensburg. They'll be at their own 44. OFA's last offensive drive was at very good field position. They gave up the fumble, though, on the miscue on the option.
It's almost like they were surprised they got such a good break, and either that or Massena was just determined to keep the football there, and they did.
Receiver in a slot, bunch to each side. They'll hand off to Barr. Barr heading out to the flats. Across 45, 50, 45, so they'll knock him out. So a good
around the 45-yard line.
9-10-yard carry.
Barr absolutely charging to the outside with the ball in his
First
left hand
down,
there.
OFA.
Ogdensburg has a chance to add to their lead before the fumble. And then Massena, with that long drive, punches it in with a 3-point advantage. We'll see how Ogdensburg offense here answers. First down and 10 from the Massena 45. Dalton back to pass under no pressure whatsoever. Steps up in the pocket. Now he'll take on the run. Cross 40. Stiff arms at the 35, and he'll be wrapped up there by Pierce.
Stopped by number 30.
And Michael Brown. Not after a pretty good carry. He'll be up there with another first down. They're going to mark him enough for the first down.
Dalton brings the ball down to the 34-yard line.
Dalton had plenty of time to throw. He stepped up in the pocket, really had no pressure, but I think he likes to run it. I think he does. When he gets the chance, he's going to take off running. 2.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Massena Red Raiders lead by 3, 31-28 here at home on a gloomy, beautiful fall Saturday afternoon.
Beautiful colors in the background. We're looking at all these trees here.
Trips bunch to the far side. They'll hand off the Barr up the middle. Marr.
On the carry.
Met in the middle by a linebacker or two. Pierce in there was on the stop, as was Michael Gardner.
Beautiful job by the Massena defensive line. They've seen that a time or two by now in the third quarter, that quick run up the middle. They know it's coming.
Take down long 8 for the Blue Devils. Woodard from the sideline brings in the play to Dalton. Under 2 minutes remaining, third period. Receiver will set up for the Blue Devils near side on the numbers. A receiver in a slot, bunched top end for the Blue Devils. Dalton back to pass, looking out far side. He's got a man. That's Woodard. Woodard across the middle. Plenty enough for a first down. Andrew Woodard, the senior,
number 34,
on the slant pattern. It'll be first down at 10 from the Massena 15.
15-yard line, first and 10 for OFA.
Blue Devils on another good drive here.
Austin Stoll from Massena's defense coming off the field, just dragged him down by the jersey there. It was behind him. Took 2 pinches with the thumb and forefinger, and that was enough.
1:22 and counting, third quarter. They'll send trips out to the far side. That's Love, along with Jeanette and Pratt. Dalton takes the handoff. He'll keep it himself. 10-5, touchdown, Ogdensburg. 15-yard carry.
15-yard
Joey Dalton. And a pretty good answer right there for the Blue Devils.
Wow, it's a high-scoring game here.
Joey Dalton. His second touchdown of the day, first running.
For the PAT kick attempt. That was a hold of number 2, Avery Love.
The Love will hold for Stewart. 3-point advantage currently for the PAT. Good snap, good hold. Massena almost got the block, but Stewart gets it off. It's up and good. 1 minute, 4 seconds remaining, third quarter. New score, Ogdensburg 35, Massena 31. We'll be back in a minute here on 102.7 WICY.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Welcome back to Massena. Stewart puts the ball. Pretty good kick. Down inside the 10. Here come the Red Raiders. Pierce has got a hole. Across the 30, 35-40, 45-50. Stewart the only man that can stop him. And he does. Brandon Stewart. What a return. Montana Pierce. Wow. The Massena crowd down to our right loved that 66-yard return. Pierce almost took that one to the house. So how's Massena going to answer? Well, right there it shows a 66-yard kickoff return. It'll be first down and 10 Red Raiders on the Blue Devils 30-yard line.
Zach, you said they took a return for 75 last week?
Last week that was actually Avery Love for Ogdensburg who got
Ogdensburg
70-yard kickoff.
It's Massena's week then.
Blue Devils with some movement up front on the defensive line. Handoff up to Cameron. Good little carry there for about 3, maybe 4 yards. Last drive by Ogdensburg went 5 plays, 61 yards. Took
up a 3 second and
about 2.5 minutes off the clock for the touchdown. Joey Dalton with a 15-yard run. They lead by 4 with 30 seconds remaining here, third quarter. Second down and 7, Massena. Receiver in the slot near side. Tight end and receiver to the top end of the formation. Maurer in the gun with Cameron to his right. He fakes the handoff to Cameron, keeps it himself. 25, 20, 15, 10. Down inside the 5. Cedric Maurer, what a carry right there to be first down and goal. Red Raiders at the 4.
Yeah, you cannot put Maurer to a stop. You can take him on a ride and bring him down eventually, but there's no stopping him.
If you love offensive football, you get up to Massena, you got about a quarter left.
Park your car on the side of the road.
Yeah.
They're all doing it already.
We're heading to the 4th. Ogdensburg Blue Devils 35, the Massena Red Raiders 31. You don't want to miss the last 12 minutes of this one, folks. We'll be back in 2 minutes right here on 102.7 WICY.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Welcome back to Massena as we head to the 4th. Red Raiders down by 4 to the Ogdensburg Blue Devils, 35-31, but the Red Raiders are knocking on the door to be first down and goal from the 5. We start the 4th. Maurer in the gun. He's got a fullback. He's got Cameron. He'll hand off to Cameron. Cameron off right tackle inside the 2. And some late action there. A couple of guys pushing, shoving. Nothing too bad. It'll be second down and goal from the 2.
Pick up of about 2.
Fourth quarter underway at 35-31. Ogdensburg clinging to a 4-point lead
from the 2-yard line.
But it's going to take a big defensive stop right here to keep Massena off the board. This has been a very quick drive.
Yeah, gotta love the energy you get. I mean, of course, losing a tiny bit of momentum when you switch quarters right after a 60-yard return like that.
Yeah, that was a big kickoff return by Montana Pierce. Excuse me. Definitely helping this drive out. I formation tight end to the right side. Maurer going under center. Rare for Massena. It doesn't matter. He'll hand off to Cameron. Cameron, 2-yard touchdown. In for the 6.
On a 2-yard run.
So Pretty good way to start the fourth quarter. 11:07 remaining.
Touchdown, Massena. Eric Carrasco on the kick. The PAT out of the hole.
Took less than 2 minutes off the clock. PAT pending from Eric Carrasco. Good snap, good hold by Maurer. Kick up, kick is good. 11 minutes, 7 seconds remaining here in regulation in Massena.
11 minutes, 7 seconds.
Massena leads 38-35. We'll be back in a minute here on 102.7 WICY.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Welcome back to Massena. Squib kick will be handled at about the 20. Here come the Blue Devils across the 30. And that was Dylan Pratt on the return.
Return on the kick by OFA.
So not bad field position for OFA, starting at their own 34-yard line. First down and 10 from there. Josh Cameron has been the workout force for Massena so far in this ball game, but that was only his first rushing touchdown of the afternoon.
Doing all the work midfield in the trenches.
2 yards out. 3-point advantage, Massena. And there's a couple of things you can look back on this game depending on how it turns out. The missed field goal by Massena early in the first half, or that turnover just a few minutes ago by the Blue Devils. Spread things out to the Blue Devils. They head off to Barr up the middle. Barr punishing the linebackers as he gets to the second level. Good pickup of about 3, maybe 4 yards. And under 11 minutes we go. 38-35. Red Raiders lead by 3. You know, when we say North Country Game of the Week, we mean it.
Yes.
This one has been a dandy here this afternoon.
Yeah. Lucking out with you.
Ogdensburg sends trips to the far side. One receiver to the near side on the numbers. Dalton back to pass. Sets up the wide receiver screen. He's got Pope out there. Pope breaks one tackle, make that 2. And he'll be met at about the 47-yard line by a big old bunch of Red Raiders. Jonathan Young, the lineman, finish him off, but not after a first down by the Blue Devils.
First down, OFA with the ball.
First down and 10 from the OFA
yard line.
48. So Joey Dalton will go in the gun. Twins to each side, bunched near to the offensive line. He'll hand off to Barr. Barr cuts outside, now cuts back inside. He'll get across the 45 down to the 44-yard line.
Barr's got to be tired.
When you're 17, 18 years old, you get tired.
No such thing.
Under 10 minutes to go, second down and a long 2 for the Blue Devils.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A couple of subs coming in. Looks like Stowell will go out, and Pete will come back in. Pete on the defensive line now for the Red Raiders. Did start out early on the year as linebacker. Trips to the far side. Takes the handoff to Barr. Dalton will keep it up the middle. And punished by Mr. Jonathan Young, the senior defensive lineman.
Section 10 getting a talking to by the announcer for noisemakers. That will not be tolerated here at Massena High School.
Some people say we're just noisemakers.
Yeah.
First down and 10, as Dalton got enough for the first down to be spot the ball at the 41-yard line. 9-10 and counting
with an audience.
With an audience.
A noisemaker becomes an
Dalton back to pass. He's looking in the flats. Now he's going to be flushed. Throws across the middle. Complete to Pope. Pope, good catch right there.
There we go.
Traffic. Minimal gain. They'll make it 3 yards on it, so it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Nice tackle by Michael Gardner. I've seen that move on WWE before. That is the spear.
Yeah, the only thing it was missing was a table.
We've got it up here. We'd be happy to lend it.
Yeah. Saturday night, who knows? I might get TJ to throw me through this table later. 2nd down and 7 from the 38.
That's our usual Saturday domestic squabble.
Triples near side. Fakes the handoff to Barr. He's got a man down the field. That's Love. Love got the catch at the 15.
There we go.
And catch is complete.
Number 2,
Massena. Oh, we've got a couple of officials. Couple of officials.
Incomplete.
One official to the far side called it complete. The 2 from the near side come in and correct the call. Hey, I couldn't really tell from this angle, so I can't really judge either way. But Love almost had himself a big pickup there.
It was one of those plays where the ball falls into your lap at the same time that you fall. It looked like he was rolling towards his back to protect the football between his legs. It's a tough call, and when you don't have possession, it's easier for the officiating staff to just say no.
The 3rd down and 7 after the incomplete pass. Now, if we were in college or pro level, that would go to the video booth, and they would probably get it wrong regardless. Trips to the near side, receiver to the far side. Dalton in the backfield with Barr. Back to pass. He's under a little bit of pressure. Now he's going to roll to his left. He's going to keep it down to the 35 and tripped up there by Michael Gardner. Good defensive stop by Massena. It's going to be 4th down and 4.
Have yourself a series, Michael Gardner.
From 35-yard line. This is probably 4-down territory for the Blue Devils. 8 minutes even to go, 4th quarter, 4th and 5. Blue Devils.
I can feel the energy out here at Massena today. Crowd is amped up.
Pope to the near side, trips to the far side with Woodard. Dog in the gun. Rolls to his right under some pressure. He's got him in and incomplete. Wow. He had Woodard wide open at about the 25-yard line, threw behind him, incomplete. And a big defensive stop for the Massena Red Raiders.
All over on down.
That was a very good defensive series by the Red Raiders. Bend, but don't break. And they held on. It'll be Red Raider football from their own 34-yard line.
Unfortunately, it just comes down to that call that we can't see again.
Yeah, that was a tough call to go either way. 7:39 remaining 4th quarter, and Massena would like to put a long drive together here, kill some clock, tied into the top end of the formation, as is the receiver out on the numbers. Maurer in the gun. Hands off to Cameron. Cameron may have got back to the line of scrimmage. He was met there by Brady Giller, the junior, who bear hugged him and then laid him violently to the ground.
2nd and 9 for the
in a long 9.
Another WWE-inspired move. Saturday night SmackDown. I don't know how that works.
Now,
It's a bit too long.
Massena up by 3 here with 7:15 running clock here in the 4th. I don't see them being very anxious to get plays off. They can run as much clock off as they can. Maurer in the gun. Takes the handoff. He'll keep on the option.
There you go.
35-40, 45-50. He's in midfield. 40, 35-30. One man can catch it. 25-15, 10-5. Waiting on the call. They're going to spot him out at the 1.
Wow. 2 plays, and they're down at the 1. That, don't take your foot off the gas pedal right there.
63-yard carry by Cedric Maurer. It's going to be 1st and goal inside the 1.
64-yard run by Cedric
Maurer.
Just beat him down the field with quickness.
The only man with a chance to get him was Andrew Woodard. Had a nice angle at him, and had not been for him, he would have walked in untouched. Woodard forces him out at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1.
Tough to find an excuse here for the Ogdensburg defense when you get beat by a quarterback this late in the game down the field like that.
Now, after that defensive stop by Massena, and if they can punch it in here, that might be a late coffin. And the Blue Devils.
Well, we see what they've done with a short amount of time on the clock in the first half.
High formation. Under center goes Maurer. He'll hand off to the fullback. Fullback walks in untouched. That's Michael Gardner. And Michael Gardner, who's had a terrific ball game so far today, defensively and offensively, is awarded with the touchdown there from 1 yard out. That's Gardner's second touchdown. First from the ground, he had a receiving touchdown in the first half. 6:50 remaining here in the ball game. 44-35 PAT pending for the Red Raiders.
49 seconds to get in the end zone.
Bowers holds good. Kick up. Blocked. So good block by Massena. That keeps this to a 9-point ball game with 6:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Massena 44, Ogdensburg 35. We'll be back in a minute here on 102.7 WICY.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh-baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
Kick by Massena on the kickoff. And number 30 for Ogdensburg, an unnamed player. Will go down to a knee to scoop it up, and they'll mark him down there at the 20. So Ogdensburg, after the turnover on downs and the quick touchdown by the Red Raiders, is going to be starting 80 yards from the goal line. 6:48 remaining here in the fourth. Pretty great ball game. The fourth quarter has been owned by the Red Raiders. Joey Dalton in the gun, trips to the far side. He'll roll to his right. Looking out in the flats, he'll dump it off. That'll go out to Jeanette. Jeanette makes a nice catch and hits another gear and gets up near the 30. He's going to have enough for the first down. Well, now we've got a flag in the backfield. And we'll see what that's on. That's in the spot of a hold. If that is, it'll back things up 10 yards. Talking with the Massena captain, so it is on Ogdensburg. We haven't seen a call yet. 6:41 remaining here, fourth quarter. Ogdensburg Blue Devils down by 9 on the road. And time is running out. They're going to back them up.
10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty for the hold. So it'll be first down and 20
for the Ogdensburg
from the 10.
Blue Devils.
So Ogdensburg not helping themselves out so far on this drive. They'll hand off to Barr on first down and 20. Barr gets outside, and he'll be knocked out of bounds after a gain of maybe 3. 6.5 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. 44-35. Ogdensburg down by 9. They did lead at one point.
They long for those minutes.
Yeah, Ogdensburg taking a little too much time for a team that's down by 9 points. Second down and about 17 from the 14. We got, I think some time ran off the clock. 8 seconds ran off the clock. They need to reset the clock. They're yelling at us. But we're just about to move. They're not really yelling at us. So the clock is 6:29 remaining, fourth quarter. Ogdensburg down by 9. Trips to the near side. Dalton, scaling the defense. In the gun. Steps back. He's got time. Throws across the middle. Complete, and then knocked out of the hand of the receiver. Nice defensive play, Montana Pierce. Montana Pierce has had himself a ball game as well. And a big hit right there defensively to dislodge receiver from ball.
Yeah, 3rd and 18 for OFA. You know, that would have been an easy fumble and 6 for Massena The referees did not think the half step of possession was enough for the receiver on
I don't think he had it long enough. 3rd down and 18. Now, you're in 4th down territory from here on out if the Blue Devils, and if Massena can hold true on defense, this might put an end to this ball game. Seagulls in flight. Dalton back to pass from the shotgun. Looking downfield. He's got a man down Woodard. Woodard is a 45. Big long pitch and catch. And this drive will continue.
Just what they needed.
30-yard pass from Dalton to Andrew Woodard. And Woodard had to come back a touch for that one. If he would have let him a yard or two more, Woodard was gone. He beat his man. So 1st down and 10, Blue Devils, just shy of midfield at the 47.
Blue Devils taking the high road.
Hand off to Barr. Barr up the middle across midfield, and he's dragging Massena tacklers.
Still making progress there.
Good, tough run right there by Jared Barr. He'll get across the 45 into Massena Red Raider territory. 6 minutes even to go here in the 4th.
Offensive line helping out Barr's legs. His legs are probably tired. They got him 5 yards and a complete 5 seconds there to push things along.
7 seconds and 3.
2nd and long 3 for the Blue Devils. Inside the Massena Red Raider 45. Trips to the near side, a receiver far side. Dalton in the backfield with his buddy Barr. Barr steps up for pass protection. Long pass down the sideline. He's got a man. Complete. Antonio Pope.
Man, what an arm on Dalton.
Dalton hadn't had many chances to show off his arm, but this drive he has, and back-to-back 30-plus yard completion.
Dalton gets his arm loose when they're against the wall.
If Ogdensburg can score here quick within the next 30 seconds, they've still got a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Dalton in the gun. Twins deep side. He'll hand off to Barr up the middle. Barr churned it for about 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and less than 5. 5:15 and counting, 4th quarter. Ogdensburg on the run.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 from just inside the 10 at about the 8. Massena gets some fresh legs in on that defensive line. Dalton breaks the huddle. Trips to the near side. Barr to his left. Got a receiver out on the far side. Now he's going to roll to his left. Looking in the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown, Blue Devils. 8-yard touchdown pass from Dalton to Woodard. And don't leave me just now, folks. We're back in the ballgame. 4:48 remaining.
Even 2-minute drive there for Ogdensburg, making quick work with a long pass by Joey Dalton, quarterback, number 15. Ogdensburg figures out they don't have a holder. They have to call a timeout. No one was there to hold the kick.
That's
interesting strategy, and they decided to switch it up.
We'll see how it plays out, Todd. But that's one of the main things you need when you go for a PAT.
Places out.
4:48 remaining here in the 4th. Currently 44-41. Massena Red Raiders lead by 3. Now, we go back to that last touchdown by Massena. The extra point was blocked.
Yep.
That's why we've got the 3-point advantage now before the PAT. So if they can kick the field goal, kick the extra point here, you're going to have a 2-point ball game with under 5 to go.
Which is dangerous because Ogdensburg's kicker is very strong.
Brandon Stewart is a very strong kicker. He's put some kickoffs deep inside the 10. So definitely as a place kicker, can handle his duties. He hasn't missed a PAT all day.
Just when you thought it was cooling down, it is heating up.
The wind's swirling a bit.
4:48 left to go. Decide the winner here at Massena.
Finally got a holder. It's going to be Dalton. Good snap. Good hold. Kick up. Kick good.
No issue.
Kick is up. It is good.
New score, Massena Red Raiders 44. The Ogdensburg Blue Devils 42. We'll be back in a minute here on 102.7 WICY.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Welcome back to Massena. It is crunch time. 4:48 remaining here in the ballgame. A 2-point advantage for the Red Raiders. They're anticipating an onside kick. Stewart tees it up from the 40. He'll kick it deep. Back deep. That's Breser. Breser across the 20, 25, 30. He's got a seam. Cuts outside. 35, 40. And Woodard.
Oh, pile driver.
Woodard, the receiver of that last touchdown, may have saved a touchdown there. But good field position for the Red Raiders. They'll start at their own 39-yard line with 4:40 remaining. Up by 2.
Line number 42 of all saying Andrew Woodard.
So an interesting possession coming up for the Red Raiders, up 2 at home with 4:40 remaining. I anticipate them trying to take as much time off the clock as possible, but you still don't want to let your guard down and play just play it not to lose at this point. You play to win. Tight end to the top end. Receiver in the slot near side. Maurer in the gun of the pistol. He'll hand off to Cameron. Cameron cuts back inside. Nice cut. He'll pick up about 2 on the carry.
Yeah, if you're Massena, you got to get things done with offense. They've had very strong defense all day, but you don't want to leave it up to them.
25 running clock here in the 4th. 2-point advantage. Massena. Take it down and along 7 from the 41-yard line. Tight end, top end. Maurer and the left guard conversing about their dinner date before the snap. And
there it is.
I have a penalty.
Penalty flag.
False start on the offense.
On Massena.
The left guard came back and talked to Maurer right before the snap. Yeah. And I think the snap count was a little off. So that'll back them a 5. It'll be second down at 12.
And it's 12.
Well, I've saved this comment because I don't want to jinx it. Both teams very well coached, especially when getting set at the line. You know, that's only one penalty on each side of the ball for as far as offsides or 3:15 counting. Maurer, low snap, scoops it up. Looking out in the flats. He's got a man. Incomplete. Michael Brown was defended very nicely. Good defense right there by Wyatt Kirby, the sophomore. Not what you need if you're Massena. Kirby, a sophomore, has played tough on defense all day. Young kid with a bright future for the Blue Devils. 3:44, time has stopped after the incompletion. 3rd down and long, big situation here for the Blue Devil defense. Down 2. Maurer will send a receiver to the slot out to each side. He's in the gun on the right hash. Cameron back for protection. Maurer now rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's got a man. Intercepted by the Blue Devils. Jordan Fantasy, the sophomore DB, comes up big. A sliding interception at midfield, and the Blue Devils are not out of this one with 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th. Yikes.
That's one thing, if you're Massena, you don't want. It's 3rd down long.
The 49
a turnover.
A 1st and 10.
You go even throw it away there and punt on 4th down. You run a little more clock off, but Ogdensburg with a nice interception. Jordan Fantasy, who's played a pretty good ball game all day. It's going to be a Blue Devil football at their own 49. 3:38 remaining here in the 4th. Shifts to the far side. Dalton hands off to Barr. Barr's got a big hole. 45-40. He's on the sideline. Maurer, the last Red Raider who could get to him, pushes him out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
If you remember the old PlayStation college football games where the momentum shifted, you could see it shift. for the Blue Devils here in late in the fourth. 3.5 minutes to go.
Wow.
The only thing that's working bad in Ogdensburg's favor at this point is they can score quickly, and so can Massena.
Yeah.
So 3.5 minutes to go here in this ballgame. Still a lot of time left. The receiver in the slot as well as the tight end go to the top end formation. Dalton gets the gun, hands off to Barr. Barr up the middle. He'll pick up 2 tough yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Both teams have their timeouts remaining.
I
think Massena used one.
I think Ogdensburg used one on that PAT where they didn't have. So I think Massena's got 3 and Ogdensburg's got 2.
With the ball just outside.
Could be wrong.
5-yard line.
I remember.
3 minutes, 5 seconds.
That was a quiz for our listeners who all passed. DJ failed.
688-908-WICY. That's the correct answer. Tight end, receiver in the slot to the top end of the formation. Fakes the hand off the bar. Dalton keeps it, runs into his own guard, pulling through the formation, and gets stopped for a loss. It'll back him up a yard. 3rd down and 9. 2:40 and counting.
Now, look, we had a fumble by Massena earlier and an interception by Massena. The only 2 forced turnovers, and both times it's almost like Ogdensburg doesn't know what to do with the ball.
I think you're a little out of field goal range here.
Yeah.
And the wind is blowing right into the face of the Blue Devils from east to west.
3rd down and 9.
Slot receiver each side. Dalton in the gun. He's got Barr. Barr up for pass protection. Now Dalton rolls to his left. Makes the pass. Tries to get away from one Massena Red Raider, and he does not. He's dropped for a loss. Michael Brown on pursuit. And Michael Brown's had himself a ball game as well. Michael Brown got hurt in the first half, and he's playing through some pain.
Number 42, Andrew Woodard, was wide open just for a second. Unfortunately, Dalton did not see him in time. He just looked away during the moment he was open. Could have been the
This is the ball game, folks. 1:45 and counting. 4th down and 9. Blue Devils need a 1st down, if not a touchdown. Twins to each side. Dalton in the gun. Back to pass. Steps up. He's got a man down the field. It's Woodard. Overshot it. Intercepted by Bauer in the end zone. And Bauer wisely takes the knee. And the Massena Red Raiders looks like they will hold on here this afternoon. Cedric Bauer hadn't played much defense this afternoon. But when he has, he came up big, and he comes up with the interception there in the back of the end zone. Kneels for the touchback. It'll be 1st down and 10. Red Raiders from their own 20, 90 seconds even. Remaining in this one, Red Raiders lead 44-42. Joey Dalton went for broke. Wow. He'll leave Massena empty of chips this afternoon. 1st down. They'll hand off to Cameron. Cameron's got to hold on to the football. Almost fumbled it. He'll get about a yard.
He can always stop by track stuff.
Quick timeout for Ogdensburg after the 1st down. The 124
rush of 2 yards.
124 remaining here in the ball game.
2nd and 8 for the
Our calculations are correct. The OFA has one more timeout remaining. Our calculations have sometimes not been correct. But that's neither here nor there. 124 remaining here in the ballgame. 44-42. Massena leads by 2. Still not over with yet. Still got to run some clock out. And any high school football fan will know that anything can happen. But if the Red Raiders can hold on to the football, they're going to hold on for a pretty dandy of a ball game this afternoon. Coming up at the end with the post-game show, I mean, Greg will tell you about how we got to the score we did, and we'll tell you where you can meet Nick, our board op, for autographs this evening after the broadcast. So it'll be 2nd down and long 8 from the 22, maybe 22.5-yard line for the Massena Red Raiders. 2-point advantage, 44-42, 124 remaining. Ogdensburg has one more timeout remaining. I don't know if they'll use it after 2nd down or maybe after 3rd down, depending on how the 2nd down plays out. Receiver in the slot near side, receiver out to the far side. They'll hand off to Cameron at the middle. Cameron going over Blue Devils. He's going to be up here first down. OFA quickly calls their last timeout.
He lays like a rock on top of that football until he hears the whistle. Not taking any chances.
Running through there, Josh Cameron, the senior running back, with both hands on the football.
By the officials. The timeout by OFA.
So timeout OFA, 3rd down and 1 pending coming up. 1:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Massena leads by 2, 44-42. Let's take one more timeout. We'll be back in a minute here on 102.7 WICY.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
Broadcasting from the Star of the North since 1946. This is 1490 AM, 102.7 WICY. Malone, a Mart's communication station. The greatest hits are always on.
102.7 WICY. Welcome back to Massena. Out of the timeout.
Just over the 30.
Cedric Maurer tries to go up over the top for the first down. OFA says they have the football. The officials are conversing.
That's an interesting move there.
First down to Massena.
Wow. I mean,
so they set up an I formation. Maurer reaches over the top, and forward progress was stopped. So it was the best call. So first down and 10 from the 30, 65 seconds remaining, and Massena now just take a knee or maybe two. And Red Raiders will move to 5-0. Now we got a flag.
Penalty flag.
Delay a game. So when you're trying to run out the clock, the last thing you want is to delay a game. That's what you get.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on OFA. I think we got some chirping over on the far sideline from the OFA coaches who are not happy with that last call. Gatorade bucket is being prepared to be dumped on someone. Under a minute to go here in Massena. It's an early call. You got to wait. So the unsportsmanlike conduct will get the 15-yard penalty for the first down and 10. Will be spotted at the 45. It's all for naught at this point as Maurer will go into victory formation. Clock running with 49 seconds to go. Maurer will take the first knee. Might have to take one more. Montana Pierce, one of the better players for Massena, who has led the charge for the Red Raiders today, as have a bunch of other Massena Red Raiders offensively. He's guarding the water cooler. 26 seconds. They'll have to snap the ball one more time. And Maurer sets up for victory formation. Maurer takes the snap, and that will be your ball game, 44-42, as the coach gets dumped with the Gatorade bath, and the Massena Red Raiders will move on to 5-0 with might be one of the better high school football games we'll see in a long time. 44-42. The Red Raiders hold on here at home. Hall of Fame Day. They beat the Ogdensburg Blue Devils. The Blue Devils, back-to-back weeks, heartbreaking losses. We'll talk about it in the postgame. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on 102.7 WICY.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Cornerstone Services Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give the pros at Cornerstone a call at 483-4800. Cornerstone Services for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling. Call 483-4800. Go online at cornerstonehvac.com or check them out on Facebook. Financing options available and 24-hour emergency service.
After the game, grab yourself a fresh made-to-order Drex sub at one of our locations throughout the North Country. Choose a fresh baked roll, pick hot or cold, and load on the toppings. Make it a meal with one of our sides, from soup to fries. Drex subs, a North Country tradition. There's always a Drex nearby.
St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, a family-owned business now for over 40 years, taking pride in servicing our customers. From cement steps to monuments and complete septics, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete is a wholesaler for everything precast. Call us today at 529-7866.
Pete's Jewelers in Massena can order and engrave trophies, awards, personalized gifts, and more. Whether looking for a nameplate, a Little League trophy, or a retirement gift, make Pete's Jewelers in Massena your next call. They do it all. Pete's Jewelers in Massena, your one stop for all your trophies, medals, and plaques.
Rise and shine and come into Nanette's Rise and Shine on 11B at the Four Corners in Dickinson Center. Nanette's Rise and Shine serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner where you get a full-on homemade experience and large portions of all your favorite comfort foods. Nanette's Rise and Shine.
Welcome back to Massena. CJ Cannon, Zach Mayer, Nick on the board, and what was a dandy of a high school football game. The Massena Red Raiders hold on with a nice defensive stand to move to 5-0 with a 44-42 victory over the Ogdensburg Blue Devils. Ogdensburg lost last week to Governor by 4. They lost today by 2. So 6 points for Ogdensburg between being 5-0, 3-2.
Yeah.
Very good ball game. Cedric Maurer led the charge early. His first touchdown, 16-yard run in the first, got out Massena to an early 7-0 lead. Jared Barr answered for the Ogdensburg Blue Devils, 7-7 at that point. And then Taraska with a 26-yard field goal for the Red Raiders. Massena led 10-7 after 1. Maurer's first touchdown pass of the afternoon came just as the second quarter got underway, 15 yards out to Nate Bressert, 17-7 at that point. Barr, with his second touchdown run of the afternoon, 5 yards out with 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go until half, 17-14 at that point. Well, we thought, okay, we'll just run out the clock. First half will be over. No. Maurer got his second touchdown pass of the first half, this time to Mike Gardner from 15 yards out. PAT good, 24-14 at that point. Then we thought Ogdensburg's just going to run out the first half clock. No. They marched it down the field in the last 58 seconds, a 35-yard pass from Dalton to Woodard as time expired. PAT good. It was 24-21 at the half. The Blue Devils got the second half kickoff and marched right down the field, 18-yard run from Kevin Jeanette. And Ogdensburg led 28-24 at that point. About 7 minutes later, an 18-yard run from Cedric Maurer, his second touchdown run of the afternoon, as Massena regained the lead at that point, 31-33. OFA comes right back 2 minutes later and regains the lead, 15-yard run by Joey Dalton, his first run of the afternoon. 35-31. The Blue Devils led by 4 going into the fourth, and the fourth was controlled completely by the Red Raiders. About a minute in, Josh Cameron's first touchdown run of the afternoon, 2 yards out, 38-35 at that point, and Massena pretty much led from there on out. 6:50. Michael Gardner, his first touchdown run of the afternoon from a yard out, his second touchdown overall. PAT was blocked, 44-35 at that point. And then late in the fourth, Dalton got his second touchdown pass for OFA. Woodard with his second touchdown catch of the afternoon from 8 yards out. 44-42 was the final as Massena holds on there. Got a turnover late, and it's Cedric Maurer with the interception in the end zone on that last drive by OFA, and they get a couple of first downs and run the clock out. A very good ball game here indeed. Runs about 2.5 hours, so your normal high school football game, but this one was a little more exciting than most would anticipate.
Absolutely. Great game today. Two teams came out and gave it their all, and Massena, a little bit of a home field advantage there, not with the officiating, as some people were chanting from the Ogdensburg side of the field, but definitely with some of the way the ball was bouncing, the way the crowd was cheering, and just a great display by both teams.
We'll give one more quick shout-out to our sponsors, Direct Subs, Cornerstone Services, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, St. Lawrence Valley Concrete, Nanette's Rise and Shine, and Pete's Jewelers for making the North Country Game of the Week something possible this year. And thanks once again to Nick on the board. You can see him out at BMJ this weekend. He's signing autographs all weekend, so get up with him. The best board off in the North Country. You guys, thanks for listening. TJ, thanks as always for hanging out and doing stats, and of course, and letting us in on some great insight. And thanks to all the listeners. And until next time, good night, everybody.